Hello everyone, this is Butterfly Gaming, I'm Draxus, and we're playing some Star Citizen today. I'm gonna try to keep track of chat, but it's my experiments in getting a Twitch to overlay onto my game have failed. Do 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 do. I'm on ArcCorp? Oh yeah, this is where I landed last time. Okay. I need food. Oh nom 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 nom. What you got? Ah. Do, do, do. That's... I'm pretty sure we still are a little hungry. Give. Give. Do, 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 do. Oh, looks like the Idris mission is up. If I can remember how to get out of here, then I'll go over there with my Connie, I guess. I wonder if they've changed out the Corsair yet to limited the big guns it has. Do, 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 do. Do. Oh, and here we go. I am multitasking. Do.
Now arriving. Trap now approaching. Trap now leaving.
Oh, need to get off. Oh, I need to put the helmet back on. There we go. We might be getting in a party.
Hello, and welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport, servicing the greater Area 18 metropolitan area. We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
Welcome.
Hello.
Asa, please visit us again.
Going okay. Doing some Star Citizen. Not sure what I'm gonna do, but doing it.
Be sure to check the departure and arrival boards
Oh,
conveniently located.
sorry. I am streaming, FYI. Actually, should I move over to... We have a special channel for that now, don't we? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Vehicle selected.
Who dat? Hey, Parias.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
Exploring the stars. Our
If you're talking, we cannot hear you.
closer together. Our core, investing in tomorrow's future.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna... I feel like they're fucking with you. Oh. Well, there's their problem. Hey. What? I'm in Portland. I sure am. I'm always up. It's not that far, you're right, but it's close now. I'm on the northern part of Oregon, so why is fucking uh oh no, I'm way outside the range. I'm good, guys. I'm way outside the range. It's cool. Thanks for worrying about me, though. Oh. Nice. so I have I oh so I hold on. I need to get into nav mode. So I the new minimap is awesome. But yeah, I'd like to say they were working on other stuff, but I haven't seen any fucking evidence of it. Uh yeah. Um so yeah. What was I going to say? Fuck. Okay. I have invested in Foundry, and it's amazing. It's if you're using Roll20, it's like night and day going from Roll20 to Foundry. So okay, here's one of the things I can do. If someone casts a spell, I can select everyone in the spell area. I can force all of those tokens to roll individual saves with not going into their character sheet or anything. I press a button in the chat pane and it does it for all of them. Then, $50 for a license forever. It's not, and only the GM has to have it. No, like everyone else connects to the GM server through the internet. Yeah, Foundry is literally server software. Yeah. So yeah, you just throw that up there, people connect to it, and they get their own interfaces. It looks a lot like Roll20, but it's super customizable. I'm running like 27 modules on most of my games. And like, for example, you know how lighting is borked in Roll20, right? Lighting works. Go ahead. What do you guys play over? Oh. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, you sure, yeah. Yeah. I know. I played a D&D over ICQ. I know. It was an old messenger thing before like oh, fuck off. It came out in 1996. I was 9 when it was out. And I was like, fuck, this thing is awesome. But what was I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. My memory is shot today. Oh yeah, so like I installed, so it comes with built-in lighting. You can give each of your player's tokens. They can only see from that token, so they can't see anything if it's not selected. If they select, yes, it does. And you can put in walls and so that they can only see around certain corners. It makes things very tense because you know how normally everyone has basically shared vision and they can plan things out as a team. Now they can't, and it makes things so much more stressful for them. My players love it and hate it, but mostly love it. They hate it because they can't make super tactically optimal decisions now. I remember one sent a fireball past a corner because he could get 4 guys. Only problem is he couldn't see past the corner. There were 2 of the party members over there too, so they got hit by the splash from the fireball. It is. It's adding so much more. It's so cool. Oh, I added fucking I added a module that's like it's a stairs module, so as soon as the players touch it, it transports them to another part of the map, so they can just automatically move around. And I've been using it for all kinds of things, and it lets me do layered maps without having to drag the players over myself. They can go wherever they want. And yeah, I'm very happy with Foundry. Also, for everyone watching my stream, hi, I am a DM, and I really love Foundry. You should get it. Hey, Foundry, I'll totally do a sponsored segment for you to all of my viewers. I know. It's probably a bot. I get lots of bots. But no, they send me messages like, hey, do you want an easy way to affiliate status? Sign up with us and we'll provide you 10,000 chatbots to watch your stream and drive up your numbers. I wish I was joking. Which, of course, is bad because those bots take up bandwidth, which costs Twitch money, which... it's bad for everyone. What level is your D&D game? How are you handling XP? Oh. Cool. I'm doing Milestone. They've been hemming and hawing over this dungeon for like 4 months now, and one of them just like casually mentioned, you know, we've done a lot. When are we gonna level up? And I was just like, when you finish the dungeon. And they kept poking and prodding, like, you'll level up when you finish the dungeon. uh Oh my god, I hate when that happens. When my players do that, I literally just throw an encounter at them. If they keep doing it, I'll keep throwing encounters at them. Fucking make up your minds. Like, I actually hate that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is this a monkey trap? Mm-hmm. Yep. But if they try... So... I had a DM who did something... Uh, so we had something similar in another one of my games. A DM locked us in a room. There was a countdown timer and a big red button. We found out every time we pressed the red button, the countdown timer reset. So, fucking people, and me included, we stayed for like an hour. Yes, it took us like an hour before we were just like, fuck it, we'll let it go and see what happens. We were all ready for a fight, and the doors opened and everything went back to normal. And we were just like, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Why didn't they teleport? Like that was Kubota in your game. We're sharing DMC secrets. Oh my god. A chest with poison needles. Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, that's a dick move, and I love it. I want to do it. 8. Everyone's 8 because we do a milestone. Yeah. I I had a player that she works 2 jobs, so she really wants to play, but like she doesn't have time to like do stuff. And I normally have people level up, in between games. So the other day I realized she hadn't really altered her character sheet since level 6. And so I went through, I leveled her up. She had missed all of our shopping days, so I went through and we got her a bunch of gear and just subtracted the money amount. And now her character's a lot. Yeah, that's one downside because of Foundry. They can't access their character sheets unless I put the server up. So, on the other hand, go ahead.
Mayday, I'm going down!
You're literally talking about Foundry. Yeah. It's really good. The GM has to have it, but Hmm. That's one thing I don't like about Foundry. I have to update the IP for people to join literally every session. It is a pain. I'm running on my PC. Yeah. I want to say Verizon, but we switch like every year back and forth because the internet providers raise our rates. They were like, okay, we'll go to someone else. We could do that, but I like punishing them for it. Yep. Yep. You can easily find it with a search, though. It's a roach motel. You can go in, but you can't get out. Ha 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 ha! I just realized that everyone in my stream could hear me, but they couldn't hear you guys. Oops.
Oh, that's
I
that's
sounded
funny.
so unhinged.
They probably thought you were crazy.
Probably. Thankfully, there was only one person watching, so only one person thinks I'm crazy, and that's probably a bot.
Well, 2 people think you're crazy, but it's okay. You're more fun that way.
Wow.
So OBS finally got the ability to stream distinct programs instead of streaming everything from your desktop. It took so fucking long for them.
They've had that on the Linux version since forever.
They have, not on the PC version.
Dang. Bummer.
It's like only in the last. It's probably the last year, but I only discovered it like 6 months ago. So
Okay.
I've been fucking around with it and grabbing different using different captures so that I can stream while listening to like audiobooks and stuff. Hold on, I'm dropping out of. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wait, is this Foundry purchase or subscription?
It is a one-time purchase because you are given the server software
Okay,
because you host it locally.
I can tolerate the one-time purchase. I don't like subscriptions.
The only type of subscription that I find reasonable is ones where they actually are required to do work on their end. Like RuneScape, for example, they have to host like 400 servers. It's probably expensive. And they still have a free version. So their subscription model is fair. But there are other places where it's like, your heated seats have a subscription. It's like, excuse me? Why on earth would heated seats have a subscription? You ain't providing electricity for them. And every company that does that is stupid, including Tesla. But you know, Tesla's a luxury car brand at the end of the day, and so they're expected to be a little stupid. All luxury brands do things that are logically stupid, just because it creates prestige because they're a luxury brand. And because of the way the economy works, there is always a market for prestige goods.
Okay, actually, it seems
Because a Casio works just as good as a Rolex,
47 euros. Plus
if not better. Oh, what? Dang, they're charging you way more than it costs here. Or the euro has tanked in value. Let me check. Oh my goodness, what happened to the euro?
What happened to the euro?
I haven't checked in like I probably haven't checked in a
Jesus.
couple of years. Why
That
on
is-
earth is the euro conversion rate to the dollar absolutely terrible for the euro?
It's
what
almost
happened?
1-to-1.
Yeah. It used to be like 1.8 to 1.
Huh.
Dang. I'm looking at the chart. I don't know how to explain that. The euro is not doing good. Good thing you use the Swiss franc most of the time.
I mean, sometimes. Okay, to be fair, we have a different issue with the Swiss franc. It's every time the world knocks up its tensions, the value of the Switzerland skyrockets because a lot of people like start buying Swiss
Yep.
francs because of its stability, and it makes it really hard for us to export anything.
That's true, but it does help with imports.
It does help with imports, and usually the central bank just goes absolutely ham with buying other currencies. During the euro crisis, our central bank bought so many euros just to keep the exchange between francs and euros at the
At least
reasonable
manageable.
level. Yes. To be fair, I'm pretty sure they did manage.
That's a good move. And plus,
Pretty
after
sure-
that, you get all the excess euros, which you can,
Yes.
yeah.
They did.
No
they
one has
did
ever
really-
questioned Switzerland's ability for financial success.
I mean,
no
we
one
did
has ever
not-
questioned that.
I mean, we are being very good at doing the
That's-
one thing that seemingly no democracy can pull off, and it's not touching the central bank with politics.
Yeah, I very
like-
much approve. I wish ours would follow that model. It won't, but I wish.
Damn.
I wonder why
What is
Euro's
that?
doing so. Actually, I know why Euro's doing so bad. Ukraine's at war and Britain left.
Okay, to be fair,
No, I understand why it's bad, but dang, that sucks.
no, well, I'm sure they'll do fine.
You want to see the chart? It looks like it's on free fall.
I mean, okay, don't remember when you look at the chart. Don't look at the trend. Look at the numbers.
I did look at the numbers. They're
And we
literally
come back-
about to hit parity.
Well, yeah, but we're back to 2000 to 2004. I do love that you can see the exact moment where 2008 happened.
Yes, it is very obvious. Where everyone did really, really well with the euro all of a sudden.
I'm returned. I was listening the whole time, but
Welcome back.
Yeah, apparently the euro is currently not doing well.
well, I mean Ukraine,
Yeah,
And-
and Britain.
Britain, and
Okay, to be fair, the
Yeah,
1.6 is an anomaly compared to like the data. Like compared to the rest, I would have put the average at like seems to be like 1.3.
Yeah, on average it's not bad, but they need to try to stabilize it if they can.
that's not going to happen with
Actually, I
open
take
war.
it back. I take it back. This is going to be great for like trade.
Yeah, I mean if you're
Which the
importing
good-
European stuff just got a lot cheaper for you.
Yep, and we import a lot of heavy machinery from Europe.
Yeah, a lot. We import a lot of farming stuff from Europe.
Yeah, because everyone's sick of John Deere.
John Deere. Well, didn't they put in a thing where if you try to maintain your own John Deere thing, the whole thing just breaks?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why everyone's
They-
sick of John Deere.
They did the same.
They literally
guys managed to
shut
get
off
right-
tractors, civilian tractors, remotely for political reasons,
Wasn't
just
there
to show that they could.
power move? Didn't you manage to get a right to repair builds through, but it got stripped of everything, including that tracks are for some reason excluded from that? Which is quite hilarious.
It lost like 90% of its teeth. It's still better than nothing, and they're going to keep fighting, but it is stupid.
Well,
If so-
I might.
Sorry.
We can try the Foundry at some point if like enough people are interested in giving it a test run.
Okay.
Like figure out how it works, and we can put it on my media server.
We'll trick Pliskin into paying
So-
for it.
The only thing, the main thing that was enacted with the right to repair in California specifically, that in Colorado are the only ones that passed. But
I do think it's funny how the only lobbying force as strong as John Deere are the pecan farmers in California.
yeah, but the thing that passed was they need to make available on fair and reasonable terms to product owners, service, and repair facilities the means to effect the diagnosis, maintenance, or repair of the product. So
Yep.
I hate that it's on fair and reasonable terms, because that means you're basically going to have to litigate to get.
Anything.
But it does mean that they're not going to be able to shut down your tractor remotely, because there is no way you can argue that in court. That is an instant win lawsuit. So they're not going to do that because they will get hammered.
At least not anymore in those
At least
two
not
states.
anymore. They used to. Well, that's California. Colorado's is Colorado's actually is smaller,
Although-
but I feel like it has less wiggle room.
At the current rate, I'm suspecting John Deere's going to get outclassed unless they step up their game. Because there's 2 or 3 new farm equipment manufacturers in the US and in Europe that are building entirely automated robotic equipment that is objectively competitive.
Like when you say, do you mean like farming equipment, or do you mean the stuff to make the farming equipment?
No, actual farming equipment.
I saw on Clarkson's
Like a good one is
farm.
there's a company that builds a laser weeder. No pesticides, very little cost. It just uses gasoline. And it will run up and down using GPS guided stuff on your field, killing all of the weeds, and then go back and park itself in the garage.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, they're like $400,000. When you look at farm equipment, that's actually not that bad.
It's not. I play Farming Simulator. It's not.
Especially when you consider the fact that it doesn't cost you any pesticide.
Oh yeah, the costs of
Which immediately makes your crops more valuable because any of the stuff that because that means you can initially sell all the stuff you want as non-pesticide food, and then
Oh.
anything that the market rate's too saturated for, you can sell as normal, and you basically get just a free increase in profits.
That does sound pretty cool.
I don't know how it doesn't start fires. I assume the laser's just really quick.
What about now?
Well, so as long
But I
as
saw a video of it running, and it didn't catch nothing on fire.
as long as you don't like, you probably can't run it all the time. You probably have to run it in the wet season, because if it is dry out, it will start fires. But as long as like the plants are alive and you haven't just cut the grass for hay or anything, I don't think it should start a fire. Lasers are very quick. Like it actually takes a lot to actually get a fire to keep going.
Well, when it comes to hay, you don't really
I can't
need to
hold on
weed
much
hay.
longer.
When it
Like-
comes to hay, what?
When it comes to hay, you don't need to weed it, or like a cutting.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing on this earth can outcompete grass. That is why we had 2 mass extinctions. Like, the only thing I've ever seen that can try to compete with grass are blackberry bushes, and only if they get there first. And wild cucumbers, and also
Oh.
only if they get there first.
Uh,
So if you plow the field and plant hay, nothing is beating the hay.
Too much damage. We can't work like this.
I do know 2 things that can outcompete grass. 1, mint. 2,
Well-
moss if it's very dark.
Okay, mint will, but also cows don't mind.
Yeah, no, cows don't mind.
Cows kind of like the mint.
It's a different flavor.
Yeah. I imagine you wouldn't want to give them only mint.
No, they would start farting mint. It would shred their digestive tract is what it would do, actually.
But they don't mind a little bit of it.
We're taking
But yeah,
too
hay,
much
grass
damage.
is just crazy.
We can't work like this.
We've had a vineyard growing out back for a good like 8-9 years now, but it's finally getting to the point where the soil's depleted enough we're not actually getting grapes. We haven't done anything. We haven't fertilized or anything. We've just occasionally pruned it and thrown the dead plant stuff down on the ground by its roots
Yeah.
so that it can reabsorb. We probably need to like mix in some fertilizer at the base and it'll restart. Or we just need
Maybe.
to plant new ones. We might just need to plant new ones, to be honest. They could just be getting old. That's like,
And plants do actually age.
yeah.
Except for bananas.
Well, don't they actually die every year? Or is that coconuts?
I don't know. No, coconuts can't die every year because the tree couldn't grow that fast. But banana trees don't die every year either because they're tree. No tree that I know of dies every year
Oh, yeah, I don't think so. There's-
because it wouldn't be a very good tree.
Yeah, no. The only one I think that could actually handle that would be like bamboo or something, but they don't even die every year. Bamboo is just super fast growing.
Ooh, I saw a game on Steam that looked interesting. I'm gonna tell you its name because it should be coming out this year. And why am I feeling kind of blind here? Oh, it's called Menace.
What's it about?
It's similar to the. You run a mercenary company, do missions like strategy
running-
game.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, tactical strategy game.
I like running mercenary
But
companies.
it's sci-fi.
I like running mercenary companies because there's something about like balancing a budget while also doing combat that tickles me in all the right spots.
Well, in that case, Menace is probably going to be a good one for you. They have planned a release for 2024, and they haven't said any updates about them changing that, so it's probably going to be a Christmas release.
Cool.
It's from the same people who made Xenonauts 2 and
I got Xenonauts 2. I don't think I ever actually played it.
it's not done yet. Don't play it yet. They're literally hitting
Xenonauts.
release next year.
I got one of the Xenonauts.
Okay, the Xenonauts 2 is great, and it will be good and ready to go next year. They also have built-in modding API that's very fluid, because people have finally learned.
I feel like if you want your game to last, and you to like keep getting sales for like 20 years, you have to build in mods. And then if your game has enough heart and grabs people enough, people will keep it going for 20 years. That's what happened to Vampire fucking Bloodlines.
Well, the funny thing is, basically, because of the way that Xenonauts 2 works, any sort of setting or plot, so any setting where an insurgency is the goal, you could easily mod it. Straight up overhaul. Like, pick any kind of insurgency setting. You could do it. You could just make that mod.
Are we still talking about Xenonauts? No.
Xenonauts 2, yeah. Because it has really good modding support. It's by the same... Oh, sorry. Menace is by the same people who made Battle Brothers.
Okay.
I was trying to remember what the name of the game was. I think it's going to be fun, because it's also their first game that has 3D graphics, but it's still tactical top-down. And they look like they have a good art style. So, they better not fail me. I will send them a mean email and be like, excuse me, it is 2025.
You have failed me for the last time.
Please let me slay the aliens.
God, this Terrapin is taking forever to die.
Yar.
They are just blocks of armor.
Good thing they have basically no guns.
Yeah.
Isn't it like 2 size 2s?
Yeah, something like that. My shields literally don't even notice. OP save standard assist attack tolerance. I mean, I've assisted. There's no one else attacking you. Are you gonna do anything?
Also, the fact that Foxhole is getting aircraft next year. I don't even know how that's going to work.
Oh, I read that. Yeah.
It looks cool, but I have no idea what it's going to look like when they're done. I do know that they're going to have airdrops of people and supplies, which, you know, would it not be pretty fun to parachute out of an airplane behind enemy lines?
I tried to get into Foxhole.
Foxhole is one of those games where you have to decide early on what you want to do, otherwise it will become very overwhelming.
I've been noticing a thing that's been happening more and more. Top-down games, for some reason, give me a migraine. It's like I tried doing Diablo 3, and like I switched over to Diablo 2 to see if it was all of them. Diablo 2 is okay as long as I don't hit the shift key. For some reason, something about the entire screen moving, it fucking migraine.
I wonder
city.
if it's a a screen refresh rate problem.
Maybe, but it fucking hurts, man. I can't.
That doesn't sound good.
No. So I've stopped with the top down. They keep hurting me.
Well, Xenonauts is top down, but it's not like
it's
constantly
turn based,
moving.
right?
Yes. It is
Yeah, so
turn-based.
that's fine. Like it's the constant moving at high speed and tearing across that it wrecks me.
Also, Komodo is exceptionally good at Foxhole and has only played it once.
Nice.
What?
I said you're exceptionally good at Foxhole and have only played it once.
I wouldn't say exceptionally good. I mean, most of the time I ran after you, and then you
Yeah,
died.
and then you pulled down a KD of like 5-1 on your first game.
Nice.
Beginner's luck.
Yeah, maybe you're just good.
Maybe. I'm gonna say beginner's luck. A statistical fluke. On average, people are average.
Okay. That's a true statement. I can't argue with that.
Have you guys played Helldivers 2?
Yeah, I have. It's pretty fun.
I have, but I've stopped with when Sony pulled their shenanigans, and I haven't played since.
I played like
um,
once since then.
Well,
But-
I thought they walked that back because people had a big hullabaloo.
They only walked back part of it,
Oh.
and then
That-
acted like they walked it all back. They're just being deceptive and terrible.
I got it because it was on sale for a lot. I tried it at first, but I hated it because every time I got into a game, people fucking kicked me, and it was.
Yeah, that was a pretty serious problem.
Also, when I first started,
Yeah, you need-
I didn't understand how to use the galactic map, so I just went wherever it told me. You want to know where it told me to go?
Robot Planet.
Malevelon Creek.
Yep.
Oh my god, you went to Malevolent Creek!
First,
Nothing like
very
being
first time,
birthed
no
in
other
fire.
games. And right out of training, Malevelon Creek.
Oh my god, you went to Space Vietnam as a rookie.
Yeah, it was awful. So I
Ah, the thing
played.
is-
The game is decently fun. The only downside that I really have with it is their matchmaking servers have some trouble.
I haven't had issues. Like every time I hit random squad or
Like-
whatever, I'm in a squad in 15
thing is-
seconds.
Well, yeah, that part will work fine, but there were like several times where, for like several weeks when I was playing, where I'd go to get into a thing, end up in a random squad, we'd select the thing on the map, all of us would get into our pods, and nothing would happen.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. That's
Or other ones where we just finally get the server to load, someone uses a specific thing, and then client crashes. And I'm sure it was just early game bugs, but there was enough of them that it was kind of annoying.
Hmm.
I mean, they probably fixed some of them by now. Who knows? The game was fun, but but for the same vibe, I think that Foxhole is more fun. It's just top down instead of FPS. Because if you're looking for mass scale teamwork, both games are very fun. No one's going to argue that it's a bad game.
Planet side.
Planet Side is also somewhat fun, but every year it becomes more of a bullet sponge.
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunately the same thing happened with Tribes Ascend, but don't let Window hear me say that. He'll
Window
start a
still even
giant
here?
fit. Yeah, I can see him on the right.
Oh
I mean, he's not in chat with us right now.
no.
But yeah, Tribes Ascend had the same problem of basically just bullet sponging everything to the point where the only weapons that weren't bullet sponged were the ones everyone used, and they were ones that were locked behind a basically progression. So every time you start the game out, you just suck and barely ever get kills for like weeks and weeks and weeks until you unlock one of the better ones,
Is it the spin fuser?
just so you can be competitive.
Of course, they lock the most iconic weapon in Tribes behind progression. Like, literally, Spin Fuser is the iconic weapon of Tribes. I remember the original Tribes game, when fucking skiing was a glitch.
And then they were like, "Nah, this is a cool feature."
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, I
love when that happens.
There was, I still remember, like, one of my favorite matches. It was a capture the flag match. I was in a light suit, and I went off a ski jump super high and angled it just right so that I would cut right through the flag room, grab the flag, and keep going with most of my momentum. And I was going, and a fucking heavy had used his mortar explosion to hurl himself at about my velocity. So me and him were neck and neck, heading for my flag, and we were just launching explosions at each other. So it like stitched the entire map with explosions as we were firing at each other. Just
That's
at
pretty fun.
full speed. It was awesome.
And you know what the worst part about PlanetSide 2 is? They still ain't put the mechs back in.
Yeah.
And they keep nerfing the exosuits.
Yeah. I'm a max
Stop
suit guy.
nerfing the exosuits. They're fun.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're cheap enough to be abused. Okay?
So the thing is, they're cheap enough to be abused by people who pay for the premium pass, because that halves their basically the time you need to get resources to use them. So when I was on that, I literally never had to wait for my mat.
So it's legitimately just a self-inflicted problem then.
It is literally just that. The premium
That
users
sucks.
don't have any issues with it. It's the free users that get fucked.
Keep going.
Well, I'm leaving because you're not doing anything, and
Yeah, Xenonauts is so close to having everything done. I think they're finishing their Geoscape update this December. And then the game will actually be ready for its 1.0 release. So yeah, it will be next year when it hits 1.0, and it's going to be loads of fun. Terra Invicta is fun, but don't play it. Don't do it. Just
why?
don't.
Why?
I started playing, and I wanted to win the game. Would you like to know how many gameplay hours it takes to beat that game?
247.
It was like 130 hours of optimal play.
I just want to point out something. There are only 8,760 hours in a year. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, that's my point. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah,
And
for
the
a single
problem is,
game.
for the
not
last
even-
for the last 70 or 80 of them, all you're doing 90% of the time is waiting for your turn to load. And then once your turn loads, hitting the same 9 buttons over and over again because there's no continuous activity option. Or it's no responsive continuous activity option. So say you want to stabilize have one person just work on stabilizing countries. Every single turn, you have to grab that person, go check all of the countries, see which is the least stable, and tell them to stabilize it. When that that's for so many of the activities. That's the
Terra
thing.
Invicta.
Yeah, all they need to do is put in a little bit of
hey, Blue
quality of life. It wouldn't even change the balance. Just make it so it doesn't take you 15 minutes to click on a few characters and make them do stuff.
Hi, Blue Saber.
Like-
Thanks for watching. I have someone watching and it's actually.
Oh, I'm
responding
sorry.
to it, so-
I'll
No,
stop.
no.
I'll stop ranting.
No, you can rant. This is content.
All
Wait,
right, well,
do
yeah.
people hear now?
Terra
What-
Terra
you
Invicta is
fix-
fun, but yeah, it needs work.
Did you fix it so that people on the stream also hear the Discord now?
Yes. Yes, they,
Oh, okay.
they no longer think I am a madman.
Well, they still think you are, but like for different reasons. So you know.
They don't
Sorry.
know me like you guys know me. There's a chance they think I'm normal.
Sure. You're streaming. No one who streams is normal.
Yeah. At least I don't have my VTuber model yet.
What on earth is your VTuber model going to be?
I was working on a PNG tuber model for a while, and then the PNG tuber software pissed me off. But I was working on a basically Lich looking type thing that I created with AI. It actually looked really cool, but
You just have negative aura now. You said you made it with AI. Cringe.
well, I don't have the money to pay an artist for it. And I'm
You
not.
could do the Boston Dynamics robot.
Oh my god. My first thought was the.
That wouldn't be
block cat from
terrifying at
the-
all.
No, my first thought was the block cat from the Stellaris Gigastructural Engineering mod.
That mod would
What?
be great if it didn't make the game run at 4 FPS.
Yeah, it
Or
is.
sorry, 4 TPS.
No, it's D. It's measured in. No, it does actually do like 4 days a second. If you run at max speed.
Yeah, which is so much slower.
I have boarded the NPC ship I'm supposed to protect in the Save Haulers thing, and I'm going to go and poke the dude in the cockpit.
Intriguing.
Wait a second. Crime. You're streaming, but you're not in the recording studio channel. That is
I
like
asked
ignorant.
about that. McLean gave me permission. This is his server, so
McLean, you're violating regulations.
I said as long as no one else is playing Star Citizen and enters this chat, he's fine.
You didn't even label the chat as being a stream. What if someone comes in here and starts using inappropriate words?
then it's me that gets
Like Jesse.
fucked.
Oh my god, that's an inappropriate word.
Also, it's an 18+ stream, so.
Hmm.
Oh, that means I can say all of the gamer words.
Oh my god. Yes, all of the gamer words like hit points and I don't know, latency.
Python is for noobs. Sorry.
You trying to get me banned?
Yes, we're trying to get
YouTube
you
runs on
banned.
Red Hat.
We're trying to get you banned by saying
I don't actually know if
scandalous
that's
stuff.
true anymore. Originally, YouTube ran on Red Hat, but they may have changed since then.
I'm actually
should go
dual
to
streaming
Denver
to
tonight.
YouTube right now because there's some glorious bastard made a module for or a plugin for OBS that lets you multi-stream to multiple servers. It's buggy as fuck, but it is bare bones and smooth, and when you want it to stream, it works. It's so nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, if your graphics card could handle it, I think you could just have two instances of
Is your
OBS running.
YouTube channel also called Traxxas?
No, it's called Last Stand Gaming,
Ah,
right? Or something like
What?
that.
What?
No,
No,
that's not right.
It's Fight or
Live
Fight
something
Gaming.
again? Fight or Flight Gaming. I'm sorry.
No, not Fight or Flight. Fight or Fight.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm not. Good at
Everyone
remembering
makes that mistake, but you know I knew that going in.
names. A new Darwin Awards is out from Brandon
yeah,
Herrera.
you are.
Brandon Herrera, you said?
Yeah, put on a new Darwin Awards.
Oh, I like
Perfect.
his stuff.
Did you hear that he might become the new ATF director?
What?
So, basically, RFK and Trump set up a website where people could nominate people for consideration for various cabinet positions. And someone found that out and nominated Brandon Herrera. And they made a really good argument in the nomination, and everyone's like, yeah. So, he's got like, I think it's 40,000 people who have signed the petition to recommend him. No one else is even close. Because would that not be the most beautiful way to ruin the ATF is to put Brandon Herrera in charge of it?
You say ruin, I'd say it might actually
Perfect.
be effective in what it wants to do, which is limiting gun violence. Brandon Herrera actually understands guns, so if he actually works to limit that, what I'm saying is it might actually be effective if they put someone who understands the material
Yeah, like
in
no
charge.
matter what happens, it's going to be better than it was.
Yeah. Worst
But
case scenario,
we don't know if he's
get,
actually going to get it yet. They haven't announced if they're picking him yet. It's just he's currently the front runner on their nomination system.
McLean.
Yeah?
Do you want? If you want to mess with your brain, go to go to Drax's stream and have the volume be the same as Discord, and then you can hear
Nope.
it twice. Do it.
That'll break my brain. Can't do that.
What are you
Do
trying to
it,
do?
Anakin.
Trying to make me
Yeah,
have a
just
double echo of you.
Of like 30 seconds, which is amazing.
I don't think I could function with that.
No,
The
I
last
could.
time I streamed any games, it was Kerbal Space Program. It's really a bummer that Kerbal Space Program 2 got dropped.
You got dropped?
It is.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
stopped development because the company that was in charge of it is facing financial trouble and they just couldn't afford to keep developing.
It was a star on the horizon, and it burned.
Did they release
Crash and
what
burn.
they had?
Oh yeah, they did. It's just not even remotely close to done. They did sell the rights to keep developing the game to someone else, but we don't know if that means they're going to keep developing it or if someone else was just buying the rights to
sit
resell
on
them
it?
later as IP.
Okay, yeah.
We don't know. They don't know either. I mean, they probably know. We don't know though.
I mean,
It'd be great if the people they sold it to were able to get it off to a new dev studio, because KSP2 was going to be so fun.
What were they adding to it? Like, what was the big?
The
Stellar.
the major things that they were doing is they have a brand new engine that's sort of working, that is relatively clang resistant, anti-Kraken engine basically. They wanted it to have support for actual colonization, so you could build bases on other planets to launch rockets from. And they built it so that you could do interstellar missions to new star systems without it breaking the game.
Okay, that would have been
Also-
super cool.
Yes, I agree. It would have been great,
it would have been.
but it is no
I mean,
more.
The trailer alone had me so hyped.
Yeah, but that's game development for you. Not every game gets to make it to the end.
To be fair, this time I was smart enough to not buy the game until the product was finished. So now I
Same.
didn't.
Let's go yell at Fox for canceling Firefly.
Oh yeah, that happened.
You're 20 years too late, but I appreciate
I
it.
know, but it's the same problem. Is sometimes just good stuff gets canceled and we can't help it.
You know why it got canceled, right?
The pilot did so poor.
No, it wasn't that. It's partly that. But
Well, no, that's the number one
aired
reason
it
they
out of
ordered 2
fucking
seasons.
order. They aired it out
Yeah.
of order.
Well, yeah, they aired it out of order, but that's also because of the problem that they got finished out of order because the studio had no budget because Fox didn't buy the whole season they had planned. They basically started production, did the bid with Fox for a certain number of episodes, and Fox, after the pilot came out, because their pilot isn't that good, unfortunately.
No, the pilot.
That's just the case. They did great on every episode but the pilot. But when Fox saw the pilot, they were like, okay, you only get 18 episodes and you're not getting a second season. And then instead of giving up and packing up and going home, they were like, you know what? These are going to be some good 17 episodes. And then they made one of the best series ever in only 17 episodes.
Which one was the pilot anyway?
The one where it starts with them fighting on the surface of the planet during the Civil War.
Oh, I didn't mind that one, but like it's that was a good first episode if you're binging it because it sets
Yes,
everything
I
up.
agree,
But it's
but when
a
that's
bad
the
first
first-
episode for a
but-
weekly.
Yes, and that's why it didn't do that well. I mean, but things though, it started off poorly. By the time it got to the last episode, everyone was watching it, and Fox just didn't change their mind. They could have had I wouldn't say Star Wars level IP, but it would have been
could have gotten
close.
there. It could have gotten
It
there.
could have,
It
because
could-
all the actors were relatively young. They could have kept that going for a decade and still had good story to go with because they built such a good.
It felt like a good
Setting.
like I wanted them to release like fucking technical manuals on the Alliance carrier and all the cool ships because they had really thought out the designs of the ships. Like it was a very
Yes.
well thought out world.
Yep, and then Fox killed it. Which okay, so here's the part that's gonna sound like a rant against the universe, but it's more a rant against sanity. I want you to name a show, animated or live action, that follows the theme and essence of Space Cowboy that has done poorly.
Does it have to be a series?
If it's a movie, it needs to be at least 2 of them, like in the
Then
same
never
setting.
mind. The only thing I have in my hand is Aliens versus Cowboys. And it
Well, yeah,
was
that's not a space
two
cowboy. That's Earth Cowboy with space aliens.
Fair enough.
I think
He doesn't go
technically,
to space, I don't think.
like in a technical level, yeah, it technically counts, but it's not. It is not the.
It's legitimately just a Western, but with aliens.
Yeah. But like, fucking ever since Cowboy Bebop, it's been basically a moneymaker.
Yeah, but the thing is, no one makes one. Like, they'll make this epic Space Cowboy series, and then they'll make loads of money off of it, and no one will make another one for 5 years. And then someone else will make one, and Fox will cancel it, and then it'll be like, oh my goodness, this is so good, they're gonna get a movie deal, and then they get a movie deal. And then no one makes one for 10 years. And it's like, come on, people. You see the trend.
There's
These two genres merge perfectly for American audiences. Just do it.
Do you not see? It is the fact that you get them so rarely that elevates it.
I mean, yeah,
I mean-
if they start coming out like Marvel movies, we'd probably get fucking tired of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
But we don't.
every few years it'd be fine.
Yeah, I'd be like once every 5 years, I'd be down with a cool space western. You want to know what I think really proves the efficacy of this theory? The fact that the live-action Cowboy Bebop was actually pretty fucking decent. Most live-action
Yeah,
anime
for a live
things
action, it's
are
normally
awful.
terrible, and that one was at least acceptable.
Yeah,
Like-
it was pretty decent. I had fun. Like, it's not as good as the anime. No, nothing's ever gonna be.
Well, no, but here's the thing. At the time, they had both on there, so you could watch the live action, and they'd be like, this is pretty cool. Then watch the anime and be like, this is amazing, and then you got both.
Yeah, and it was
Like,
good.
it was a good strat. And then they killed it because it would cost them too much money, because apparently Netflix has stopped learning how to budget.
Well, Netflix.
No,
We
no,
don't know
this
what
is-
Netflix budget is because they won't release any of the stats on the shows that get watched.
Nah, you don't. It's the streaming bubble is just popping. So you know.
Yeah. It'll pop, people reconsolidate, and we'll have like 5 or 6, and then they won't be as bad.
Netflix comes around the corner. People, oh, I don't need to pirate anymore. Look at how convenient this is. I don't mind paying a bit of money for this convenience nowadays. Ah, yes, I need 20 streaming services to watch 19 shows.
Yeah.
Does seem that way, don't it?
I don't pay for Netflix anymore because they cranked their prices up so much, and it's just like, no.
I don't pay for it because reasons.
Yeah, you should not incriminate yourself.
I didn't incriminate nothing.
You should, yeah, I'm just saying to hypothetically, if you were to incriminate yourself, you should not do it.
Also,
while
any
record.
crimes that I have committed inside of the borders of the United States are past statute of limitations. So anyone watching the stream can pound
Suck your
sand.
dick. There are some crimes that don't have a statute of limitations, though.
Yeah, but most stuff relating
Most
to
civil
cyber
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. It's like if you stole some money, isn't it like 70 years or something?
I think it's like 7 or 8. Yeah.
As long as it's like below a couple million.
No, even that I think is like 10.
No.
But if you
Yeah,
dare
if
steal
DB Cooper had come back to America like 30 years later and still been alive and just showed up, they couldn't have arrested him.
I'm pretty sure some of the people he stole from might have
Would
wanted
probably
to kill
have.
him. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's probably why he didn't come back if he did survive.
Murder doesn't have a statute.
Murder does not have a statute of limitations in the U.S. I have to specify that because there are countries where it does have a statute of limitation, or where the max imprisonment is only like 7 years.
Which countries are these?
Denmark.
Huh.
People in Denmark must be so chill that if you murder someone, they're like, it was probably justified, 7 years for you.
Okay, to be fair, their incarceration philosophy is that you want them to be out of into the prison as soon as possible to be productive members of society again.
Yep.
If
Right.
you have someone locked up for 20 years, they will be useless.
And
What are they
cost
gonna
you a
do
lot
when
of
they
money.
Yes,
Well,
during
yeah.
the 20 years,
Obviously,
and then they come.
the U.S.
So, like-
sidesteps that whole costing money thing by, making prisoners slave labor.
Unfortunately.
But you still have private prisons, so the government
And
still pays prisons to make a profit on the prisoners.
Yep.
Yep.
So like, you were like, ah yes, we can make it cheaper by having the convicts do not slave labor. But then you still pay a private corporation who's going to maximize the profits. So who knows? I would
It's dumb.
I would question the efficacy of that.
Oh,
Just remember,
it's not effective.
There are more people enslaved today than there have been at any point in human history.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, depends
Now
on the
that's-
definition of slave.
No,
and
as in
also-
literally owned by another person.
Okay, are we doing that in respect to global population or not?
No,
No,
we're
just
doing
in
it by
pure number.
just standard straight up number.
I mean, if you have more people,
Yeah, we do. But it'd be nice if that number was still lower.
that it would be nice.
I would
Maybe
very much
no-
like slavery to not exist. It'd be great if it didn't exist.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. We'll get
On a
to
scale
it.
of existing to not existing, I want it to be on the not existing side of the scale. Because it's just bad for
I mean,
every
It's-
party.
statistically speaking, more and more people, even if you just look at the relative population, are living better lives than before. So you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like one of the arguments for what eventually killed the Roman Empire. It was political corruption and their dependence on slavery.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't have such cheap slave labor, they would have been more incentivized to build machines to work for them, which would have sped up their travel times, which would have fixed their logistical problems, which would have let them last hundreds more years.
Yep.
should I
But-
point out the irony of like you
Yeah.
old male talking about how Rome could have been saved?
White adult male.
A white
I mean,
adult male talking about how Rome could have been saved if
Well, I
only-
mean, it still would have eventually fallen. No empire lasts forever.
Yeah.
you do see the irony, the ever so slight hint
Why?
of irony.
Rome was full of people of all types,
Yeah. I mean, it was
and
like.
their slaves were of all types too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
no. That's not it. It's just a
Rome
meme.
had no problem enslaving white people,
It's
just
the-
like
it's
everyone
the
else.
meme that men just keep thinking about the Roman Empire.
Oh yes, we do.
it's
yes,
funny
multiple
as hell.
times a day. It's.
Hey, this is my first time today thinking about it. It's only 2:00 though, so
Okay, to
did,
be fair,
did you watch that Wendigo video I sent you, Kubutter?
I've been on call with you for like 3 hours today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't
I
trying
have-
to like push you. I was just curious.
I have not watched the 2-hour Wendigo YouTube video within the 3 hours that you've sent it to me. Actually, no, you sent it to me soon, like a while back. But you know, my point still stands.
You make a
Just
fair
how many
point.
ships are you fighting, Draxus?
Yes.
All of them.
It's like an endless wave.
Yep. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Drop jammer.
Are you in endless wave mode?
No. I'm trying to save Stanton Phase 3 Slicer's Idris incursion. I'm the only one on the mission.
That's
You're doing that in
That's
an
a
Aurora.
problem.
Is that an Aurora?
What?
Looks a bit-
No, it's a Connie.
No. Oh,
okay. To be fair, if you zoom out on the Connie far enough, it looks vaguely Aurora shaped.
I mean, they're both RSI ships, so yes.
Yeah, because they're from the same company.
what? They have similar ship design philosophies because they're sort of the same virtual manufacturer. What?
Oh god. Ugh. I actually escaped that with minimal damage. Oh,
You're getting slightly pounded.
yeah, I can't get in close enough to do any damage before they drive me off.
I mean, if this continues, you're gonna have to put an R rating on your stream
Why?
because you're getting pounded.
Dang.
I'm sorry.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's horrible.
I'm not even mad.
It's okay. I have a slightly terrible joke, but it is not going to get you kicked off YouTube. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
So,
You sound
the-
like
The oldest archaeologically discovered condom is from the 800s in Wales. it was made out of sheep intestine, and it took another 300 years for the English to improve upon the invention by removing it from the sheep.
I would think it would be the Welsh that would have issues removing it from the sheep, but sure.
No, that's what I said. They found it in Wales, and then it
Oh,
took 300
okay.
years for the English to remove it from the sheep.
Right.
Damn, that's. I wasn't aware that sheep intestine lasted that long. Oh, hey, Ketamine.
So,
Why do the Welsh have that as one of their like cultural stereotype? What did they do? What happened?
I assume the sheep.
Clearly.
Ah, yes.
What if it's just a really, really long-running smear campaign that has no basis?
I mean, it could be.
It's like
Oh.
how we pick on Norwegians in Montana. It's like
Might
they
wanna
tuck their
exit
pant
the
legs into their boots.
Are you gonna exit the ship?
And I'm not going to finish that joke because
I'm
you
gonna
are
exit the
streaming.
ship.
Did you got soft killed, or is your reactor?
Yeah, I got
multiple
soft killed.
nuclear?
who the fuck gives a shit about streaming?
What was that?
You know,
The guy who is streaming, maybe?
Yeah.
can you, if you get soft killed, get your ship, I mean, like your small ship out of your big ship, or no?
Yeah, I can, but it got blown up at some point during that big.
Ah, dang. That's the problem with ships not being internal.
Yeah, I've used it as basically an escape pod before. What? They need to do a pass on this and get the escape pods working. With soft killing, like, escape pods would actually be useful.
Are you stuck in the
What would
ship?
they do though?
Oh, no, I
like,
can
because
go.
you don't have you don't have
I would
quantum
have it.
drives, so I guess you'd have to be in orbit of a planet and then fly down.
Well, I figure like it would be. Would you like to pay for a retrieval, and then it just sends you back to the nearest like station or whatever, but you keep all of your gear. Like that's how I would do it.
So, can I ask someone nicely to pick you up?
That's
I-
providing you can fit an escape pod with big ass armor.
I'm wearing light armor, thank you very much.
Are your butt cheeks compact enough to?
I
fit
always
into
wear
the-
light armor anymore. The
Coming
AI
from-
in the game suck at shooting, so being faster is just better.
Coming from the guy who always wear pauldrons that scrape the fucking walls on both sides of the hallway.
I only do that when I'm playing with groups of people because pauldrons assert dominance.
Pauldrons do assert dominance. Fair point.
Ah, you're trying to be the alpha man.
I'm trying to be the
Hey.
one everyone listens to, so I have to. So when I heard cats, it's easier.
Hates assert dominance.
What was that?
AIDS? What?
What?
Do you say capes?
Capes. Oh.
Capes do assert dominance.
Yeah,
There aren't
yes,
very
they
many,
do.
though.
Would you do us all a favor and remove your microphone to be outside of your vocal cords?
No, it's because Ketta's in the car.
Oh,
Not in the car, I'm on my phone. I'm about to be in the car.
Oh,
Where are you
how
going?
dare I?
And we expect an increase or a decrease in audio quality once you're in the car.
Well, there's
It'd be
3
exactly
tunnels
the
between Ketta and his house.
oh,
What?
so decrease.
Right? Or is that the last place you used to live?
What are you talking about?
Normally, whenever you're on your way home, your microphone cuts out at 3 different points, and I just assumed they were tunnels. Or is it just bad cell signal?
The plane. That's when I used to live next to the Air Force Base.
Oh, okay. So
Oh.
you've moved since then. Never mind.
I
You shouldn't-
lived on the opposite side of the Air Force Base.
Where do you live now?
On the other side of the Air Force Base, 10 minutes away from the hospital.
Okay, that seems like an easier drive.
Draxus, you did the whole, military thing, right?
I was reserves. But yes.
Okay. Question for you. Storing magazines. Do I store it full, empty, or halfway? Or does it not matter?
On my ship, they were stored empty, except. I don't know. I didn't actually do a lot of stuff in the small arms locker. I know I had to fill all my magazines whenever we went down to the range. But like, if it's the
Yeah,
small
but
arms
maybe
locker
that's
on
just
a ship,
ammunition control, though, so that you don't accidentally have stuff left over.
well, that was probably part of it. But like, I would assume they would have some full magazines for when we go to action stations, because the cooks all had to have rifles ready to go at action stations.
Why
So
the cooks?
Because they're
Are they
the
going to go fight the King of England?
We don't have Marines. A Royal Canadian Navy doesn't have Marines.
Oh, I forgot Canada.
Yeah. So
Why do I always think you're not Canadian?
Yeah. Well, I'm a dual citizen. So cooks are the only ones that are really a free. Also, hello, Amber Cole. I'm all right. So cooks are the only ones that don't have a station on the ship. They have to be like we have the gunner or whatever. I forget the Moss on the gun up front, or the warfare officer if it's remote controlled, because some of the ships now have remote control, and so you can control the stuff from the bridge. Some of them, not all of them. Then you have machine gunners, you have all the sensor officers, but you don't exactly have surplus crew on these ships. So only the guys with non-combat roles all have to get the rifles and man the decks.
Fair enough. Oh, hey. Since you were in the Canadian military, does that mean that you contributed to the Geneva Suggestion List?
I mean, not
Oh
me
my
personally,
God.
no.
Okay, well that's cool.
Well, I mean,
That's
I wouldn't
all I'm
agree
going to say
adding
about
to
it.
I wouldn't.
Why is it that
Why?
Canada has a reputation for inventing new things to put on the list of stuff that can't be done?
Okay, so
anymore?
here is my personal theory on that. We talked about this in the wardroom on occasion. I think
know
it's because
theory.
we have shit equipment, so it forces us to get creative.
Fair enough. Okay.
It's a massive euphemism right there.
Right?
Just saying.
It's like, I mean, for example, when say in World War II, we instead of dropping bombs on the cities after the Germans started moving civilians out of the cities to protect them from the bombs and set up all their AA around the cities, we were like, those factories can't actually produce anything if they don't have any people to go to the factories, right? And those refugee camps don't have any AA, and they're all lit up. So anyways, that's why you're not allowed to bomb civilian encampments outside the city, in the positions.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not forget about the whole food in the trenches thing.
Yeah, but y'all weren't the first ones to invent that. The Crimea War existed.
Right.
Y'all just made it famous.
Yeah. Apparently we did it a couple times. There's the one famous time, but apparently that was actually happening a lot.
I mean, let's not forget
Well, World War
The
One was
United-
unusually brutal.
the United States has its fair share of war crimes.
Oh yes, but per capita, Canada's got the world beat.
Yeah, the thing is, the U.S. has great logistics and great equipment. I know you're gonna shit on the equipment, but compared to fucking Russia and other things, it's great equipment.
Oh, yeah.
But
We just pay way
100%.
too much
We
for
just-
it.
We
But-
just choose to do the war crimes.
yeah, you choose to do the war crimes. I feel like Canadians have to do the war crimes just to get the job done. So it's like,
Oh, I heard an interesting argument the other day, Draxus.
yeah,
Someone said that wonder weapons never work. And I'm like, you literally live in a world where large-scale war has been prevented by the existence of wonder weapons.
yeah,
Because nuclear bombs are one of the wonder weapons.
yep.
Die
I'm-
Wunderwaffen der
Let's
modernen
not
Welt.
forget.
It was just the first one that worked so well, no others needed to be made.
Well,
and then they made a new one anyway.
The fucking V2 rocket. That was a wonder weapon, and it worked fucking amazingly.
Yeah, if they had developed it at the start of the war, we would have had a lot
Oh,
more
it-
trouble beating the Germans.
Basically, the England would have surrendered because they would have rocket bombed the UK into oblivion.
Yeah, so I guess it's good that it took them so long.
Yeah. Well, they spread themselves too thin. If they just were like, okay, this shows a lot of promise, and dumped their money into that, but basically every cool idea that came in, like, fund it with what? Take it from the other wonder weapons, and it slowed development down of all of them.
No,
Oh,
but there's one thing that would have won Germany the war.
What was it?
And that's if fucking Hitler didn't have an obsession with putting bombs on the ME-262.
What was that?
You know,
What was
actually,
that?
the easy way to win that war is to just stop after France and then not become, extra fascist and kill everyone.
The Me-262 Draxus was the jet fighter
Oh,
that Hitler had an obsession with. He wouldn't clear it until they found a way to put bombs on it and made it fucking able to strike Britain.
but it would have been a
Yeah.
great fighter, right?
Were
It
it
is
not for the
what was a
bombs?
great fighter when he finally got desperate and cleared it at the end of the war. The problem is the first operational one was made in 1941.
Oh, yeah, that's a little late.
Well, I'm glad they lost.
And it
Yes.
had, I believe it was quad 30 millimeter cannons.
Dang, that's a lot of firepower.
That is... Fuck.
It was really, really good at destroying bombers.
Well, yeah, because
The fuck's gonna stand up
That's
to a
a- that's
30
a
millimeter
lot.
cannon? It'll go right through any bomber armor of that period. Any bomber armor period. We don't armor bombers anymore, really.
yeah, that's pretty true.
But could you imagine quad 30 millimeter strafing troops on D-Day?
That would have sucked, but the thing is, a 50 cal kills an infantryman just as much as a 30 millimeter. It would kill
Well, that's
tanks.
true.
It would kill tanks. But
That's true, but you got to think if they're
You don't-
using explosive rounds.
Actually, the tanks before they reached land on D-Day would not have been able to be targeted by the 30 millimeter because of the fact that they were so far below the waterline.
yeah,
No,
Because-
they would have been able. They would have been able to be targeted.
no.
You'd literally have to come from straight above because
Yeah.
they were like 16 feet deep.
the way the funnies, which is what they were called,
That's a good name for them.
were floated ashore. They literally had basically a floating raft around them that extended like 3 or 4 feet above the top, and the entire tank was actually below the water line. And it basically held out the water and
In the
it was-
bag.
It was actually it was an amazing use of
That must have been
surface tension.
terrifying.
Oh yeah, because like all the people in there were below the water line. They couldn't see out. They could only see directly up.
Well,
That-
also, if you look at that design, you're like, okay, so the frame of this thing has to be perfectly rigid. Because if at any point it collapses, the entire tank sinks and no one can get out.
That's what happened at I believe it was Omaha Beach. That's why there were no tanks. Because that is what happened. All the tankers, their tanks got, their waves were too much. Water came in and collapsed the sides, and all the tanks that were going there were lost.
Dang.
That's why that was so bloody. Because they lost all the tank support.
That sucks.
That's a nice undersuit you have there in Star Citizen.
Thank you. I'm trying to decide what I want to wear. I have the Morozov helmet, but I'm not. There's the rest of the Morozov, or there's the chest piece. I've collected so many armor pieces over time that finding the one I
Men
want.
making fun of women for taking long to get dressed and then spend like 10 minutes for their virtual characters because you
Right.
gotta look nice.
I mean, they don't let us wear armor in real life to events. If we could wear like cool fucking night gear to events, you bet men would take longer than women.
I mean, no one's stopping you from dressing up in knight's gown. I have a friend who studies ancient history. He wants to become a teacher. And he has just invited the friend group for a medieval themed dinner.
Ooh.
So,
Which medieval location? Europe or like Japan or what?
Europe.
Oh, okay. Because Japanese medieval period was not that long ago.
It wasn't.
Okay, Japanese kind of did a weird thing where they went from medieval to modern and just skipped the entire Renaissance part.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
have
well-
a Renaissance. Their Renaissance was
Their Renaissance was like 45 years.
Well, their Renaissance was Europeans coming over and kicking open the doors and be like, "Hey,
It
we're
was
here
the
now."
Dutch in English showing up and being like, "Would you like these things called guns?"
Which
Their Renaissance was Imperial Japan.
yeah. So the
And
thing
then we
is about
showed them the sun.
the thing is
Twice.
about the thing about Japan is they actually had amazing man portable firearms right up until the end of the Sengoku Jidai, when the Emperor at the time was like, no guns, no more. Nope, throw them in the bin. Because he knew he had taken over using guns, and he didn't want anyone rising up against him using guns. Which,
Crazy how that works.
if they hadn't done that, like at the time, they were they had the most advanced personal firearms technology in the world. Full stop.
Even though they were basically just hand cannon.
They were just hand cannons, but they were getting accurate. They were at the time figuring out rifling. Like at the time, it was just grooves cut. They weren't really sure about the angles or anything, but they were started to do that, and then they all went away. So like if that hadn't happened, instead of America being the top arms producer in the world, it would probably be Japan.
Yes, another thing ruined by government regulation, the capitalists say.
I still don't get how nuking people creates anime, though.
No. Well, actually, it's the Western occupation that brought stuff like Disney to Japanese artists who incorporated the style.
Oh, okay.
So actually, America is anime is the brainchild of the United States.
Yeah, like if you look way back at like the first things anime, like Astro Boy, it has a very Western feel to it.
Yep, fair point.
So yeah, you caused the anime.
Yeah,
I'm not
look at
complaining.
Cowboy
Actually,
Bebop.
What was that about?
You showed them Bambi and.
I saw the best quote the other day, Draxus. You're gonna love this.
Well.
Be the American the Japanese think you are.
Oh my god.
I'm like, that's the best.
I mean, it really depends. I feel like there's a widely contradictory images of the American.
What comes to my mind? Fucking JoJo.
No. What comes to my mind is, have you read or seen the manuscripts they did when they were trying to translate the stories of the American Revolution and Founding Fathers into Japanese history books in the early 1800s?
No.
Oh yeah, you sent pictures.
Oh, this is amazing.
Okay.
Have you ever?
George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, who they portrayed as slaying a dragon.
What?
They
Yes.
basically drew them like they were Japanese samurai in their history like thing. And one of them was like famous for slaying a dragon because they just made crap up on the spot. So the sailors did who told them about them.
Okay, so you
And they count recorded.
I'm
I'm gonna go find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hold on, I
You're
need to
gonna
make a
enjoy
new.
yourself.
I need to make a new scene. That lets me show the full screen.
Oh, 1861. Okay, here we go.
I just toss it in the voice chat.
I'm gonna throw it in voice chat. Here's a whole article for you. I think this is the right one. One of them slays a dragon. No, okay, never mind. Sorry, it was George Washington punching a tiger. And John Adams and an eagle kill an enormous snake that ate his mother.
Okay. George
It's like
Washington.
these are so amazing.
I like that they have a sword, but it looks like they made it a straight sword, like because they knew that we didn't use
'Cause-
katanas.
Yeah. Like they put some effort into thinking about it. But it's so amazing that this is what happens.
Defending Carol from a British official.
It's just not just glorious.
That's kind of cool. Alright, comments. I need.
And this
to
was before the Civil War, so they didn't even there was nothing in there about it.
Yeah, this was just them fighting the British.
Yep. And for some reason, George Washington punching a tiger with a top hat and looking very Japanese.
Be the American Japanese think you are.
Yeah, be the American the Japanese think you are.
You know, Kubota, you bring up a good point. We showed them Bambi being shot, and then they gave us the most heart-wrenching animes in history.
Yep.
Yeah.
Episode 4.
Is there one in particular you're thinking of?
I mean, I could just name a few. Violet Evergarden.
Yeah.
Still good
Elfin
though.
Lied.
Oh, Elfin
Violet
Lied, man.
Evergarden. My Evergarden made me cry more than it should.
Which made you cry? Clanad's I haven't seen Clanad. I feel like I just don't want to cry as much as I've heard it causes.
Oh, let's see. Who else? Suka.
Oh, is that the one with the super long title that you love? That you?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that one. I did finally finish it. I really enjoyed that one.
I want to.
Ooh,
do
another
Patriot.
one that's highly emotional, but also just really good. 86.
Oh yes.
I haven't finished the series. No spoilers.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
I'm only
Finish
one
it.
season in.
So good.
Wait, there's another season?
Yeah, there too.
Need to watch
I
the
think-
second season.
At least last time I checked it.
I
was
only
two.
watched the first season.
Also another emotional one, but definitely on the long ride. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I watched Full Metal Alchemist the original, and I don't want to trudge through the same material again.
Oh,
Brotherhood
hold up.
is so better.
I just realized
plus the
all the
original
swords that the Americans are drawn with aren't American swords. They're all British swords.
Well,
They must
yeah.
have had a British person there as an example.
Well, I was about to say, like, they didn't meet an American at that time. They're just hearing this from, like, the British.
Well, no, we
right?
showed up in like the 1820s.
Well, no, you also have to. No, you also have to think, McLean. In the American Revolution, we
Oh, sorry,
didn't
1850s.
have American swords.
You're right. They would have.
You know, that's also a
British
fair
swords.
point. But yeah, it turns out it was Matthew Perry didn't get there till 1853, so they had 8 years basically between that happening and these being made.
Max, it's just
In
how much
fact-
ammo do you need?
I'm just buying extra ammo for all the guns I have, which is basically all of them, so that I don't have to come back here every fucking start of a session and get ammunition for whatever gun I'm using.
Fair enough.
This is a logistics trip.
God, hurry up and drive. I know it's the school zone, but that means bonus points.
Hey, no spawn camping.
No,
When
that
you
would be the
that's what he
nursery.
does when he's at the hospital. Too far?
Family
You're over
planning.
leveled for this area. Please leave.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay. Have you guys
Yeah,
been
just-
on the Polaris yet?
I don't think I have. No,
You
I may
what?
have
Sorry?
briefly been on it.
It's cool.
Yes, I have been on my Polaris. I actually have 2 Polarises right now.
Polari?
Yeah, I have one and a loner.
Yeah, I have a loaner for my Idris, even though they could just push the fucking Idris.
Right? Right?
I guess I would have a loaner for the javelin.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, Kubota, you have a Javelin?
Yes. You know, after 4
Jesus.
years
One of
reckless
us,
spending,
one of
look,
us.
look. Every time they were doing their big sale for 4 years, I bought ships because like, oh look how cool they were, and then it was like, crap, I have like 20 ships and 5,000 in credits there, and I was like, I'm never gonna use 20 ships, so I like melted 3,000 worth of ships and bought a javelin because like, you know, just why not?
Mm-hmm.
Draxus, I have a couple
only-
things that might tickle your brain. I'll wait for Keta though.
Go ahead.
Hey, Azaria.
So
We are shooting the shit
You know
and
how-
talking about lots of stuff.
you know how some animals will have false eyes on the back of their ears or head to confuse predators?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Tigers have false eyes on the backs of their ears.
Yes.
What is predating on the tigers?
Well,
Other
when
tigers.
they're kids, isn't it like I want to say hyenas,
Other
but I don't
tigers.
think they're in the same area.
Stand clear of
Panthers?
passengers. The capsule.
I forget what region tigers live in.
India and China.
Jaguars.
Jaguars, yeah.
Oh, could be.
Maybe.
Because jaguars always attack from the back, don't they?
Seems
There's
like a smart
yeah.
move.
They're ambush
Oh,
predators.
and here's the other thing that's going to tickle your brain, but I have to warn you, it's a cognito hazard.
Okay. Warning viewers, cognito
Okay.
hazard.
So you know when you're playing video games and you try to go to sleep, but there's like zombies or something nearby, and it's like you can't sleep, there are enemies nearby?
Yeah?
You know whenever you're lying in bed and can't fall asleep?
Oh, you son of a bitch. That's awful. Oh.
What constitutes as an enemy?
I warned you, you didn't stop me.
That's why I sleep with an AR next to my bed.
AR? I got FAL, it's lovely.
Is the FAL a good gun?
Oh my goodness, it's... Okay, so you know how when you watch like slow motion of other guns firing like an AR or an AK,
Yeah.
how the thing wobbles and wiggles as you shoot?
Yeah.
You wanna know what the FAL doesn't really do?
Wiggle?
It doesn't. It's just solid, smooth motion forward and back every shot. The thing is so accurate, I don't even have an actual sight on it. It's just iron sights. And my groupings are amazing because it's just that accurate. I mean, I did pay like $2,000 for it, so it better be accurate.
That's fair.
But
I mean, you know
But
what's
it's lovely.
just as accurate? An AR.
Well, yeah, but doesn't the FAL fire bigger bullets?
the FAL does fire 308
Yeah.
or 7.62 by 51, depending upon whether or not you got to land on the moon. Whether you measure your beer in liters or 40s.
I will prance down. I will stand proud with the SIG 550.
Yeah, it's good. It's not bad. In fact, it's objectively a good rifle.
Tide of travel.
That's a 6 hour 550?
It's the
Located
standard infantry rifle for Switzerland, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's not. I think
Also
they
known
only
as
make that one for
Sturmgewehr
Switzerland.
90. Sorry.
What's
I
that?
think they only make that one for
From
Switzerland.
all of us at Microtech, welcome to the new Babbage
Well,
Interstellar
first
Space
off, one. What's the standard round for the entire NATO alliance?
5.56, right?
Looking
in what
for a good
decade?
time? Be sure to visit Wally's bar at the
In
Promenade.
most
Only a quick
decades.
ride on the Metro loop.
You're gonna make me go look it up now, aren't you?
It's 5.56.
It's 5.56, McLean.
Well, okay, it was originally 308s.
It was, but for the last 50, 60 years, it's been 5.56.
Yeah, and now the
Yeah.
U.S. military is moving into an intermediate caliber.
Wait, I thought 5.56 was an intermediate caliber.
It's basically a
Well, it
22.
is.
It's not intermediate.
It's not basically a 22. The fuck are you on about?
From
Okay,
the-
want me to convert 5.56 to inches?
Be sure to visit
Go ahead.
Newcastle's renowned promenade.
No, hold up.
.218
McLean. Yes,
is the caliber.
diameter
It is-
wise. It is
yes, that's what I'm talking
basically
about.
22.
It's much longer and pointier.
But there's a lot more mass and a lot more power.
Well, yes, that's true.
And actually has a lot better armor penetrating capabilities than 308.
No,
That
is not remotely true.
it literally can. Physics says it can. Given all other things being equal, 308 larger round, more energy if it's the same material and same aerodynamics.
Oh yeah, if we're using the exact same material, yes, but there are 308 rounds that are made that are much better armor piercing than the best 308. I mean,
well,
than the
no,
best 5.56 rounds.
308 just by dint of being a heavier round will have more armor penetration.
And also the fact that it's big enough that they can fit in funky things like.
Against specific armors, yes.
There is no standard body armor in the world that can stand up to what's the armor penetrating tip in the M2 cartridge for the 308. Whatever that one is, there's no body armor that's standard issue on Earth that can survive that.
Hold on. Hey, Azaria, do you want to see the new capital ship they just released? Sorry, one of my viewers is
Oh yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
Why do you?
is-
You should apologize to the viewer that you're talking.
Anyway,
about instead of
Regardless,
You're right. I'm
going
sorry
to
for
get my
distracting.
haircut. I will
Don't
be
worry.
back in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
them. You-
I'm still trying to figure out why I can't find your live stream on YouTube.
Twitch.tv/DraxisFOFG.
I'm sending you the link.
to the
Blaine.
ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm subscribed. It should just automatically show up.
It should, but they're
Oh,
doing
there it
funny
goes.
things just like
Whatever. Here we are. Okay, I am gonna mute that though, because that's gonna confuse me.
Your
Which one you
endurance
spawn it?
plane has been sent.
what? Well, I was claiming that one because it's counts as
Your
destroyed.
vehicle has been
I
No, you should have all the volume open.
What was
a
that?
mess with your stuff.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
What? No one's giving you a thumbs up yet. There you go.
Thank you. Wow, your choice of game really influences how many people like follow your stuff. I've been doing like indie games like Mountain Blade, and I've been streaming like 5 or 6 hours a day for the last week or two. And last guy who followed me was like 4 days ago, and before that it was 9 days before that. Since I started streaming Star Citizen, 2 people have followed me in the last 40 minutes.
Oh, I
That's
learned
good.
something cool.
What?
That
Oh.
the U.S. legally defines who counts as the militia. Would you like to guess?
It's the reserve, or not the reserves. It's the fuck, why can't I remember what it's called? National Guard.
The National Guard and every able-bodied man from the ages of 18 to 45.
Interesting.
By de facto, immediate, like, just because of definition, is considered part of the militia.
Huh.
Which means
Ah.
that in an emergency, they're able to be given orders.
Ah, that also means if you shoot at them, you're not shooting at civilians.
If they're called up.
If they're in a combat zone, if you like go to the coffee shop, then I'm pretty sure they
Right.
count as civilian.
But I mean,
Yeah,
if
if
I
they're
start
called up.
shooting up the place, the coffee shop will be a combat zone because there is combat there.
But yeah, it is if they're called up or not, because the
Also-
militia doesn't have to engage in a combat zone. It's whenever they're
When?
called up.
Since when is there an elevator animation when you call in a ship? That looked awesome.
It
Oh,
does look awesome.
It's came in like 2 or 3 months ago with our main hangars. So yeah.
This is the
Damn.
biggest hangar in the game, though.
yeah, it is. Okay. Let me
I love how there's a problem with the hangars, being that the larger you make the hangar, the less convenient it becomes.
right? It takes me
Because
like
it
5
takes you
minutes
longer
to
to
run.
get to the ship.
It takes me like 5 minutes to fucking run over to this thing. Oh, here's the elevator. Can I?
Yeah, how are you
But-
supposed to hit that button in reality? Like, come on.
I use
Yeah,
wireless bullshit.
It should just be on the landing leg.
It should be on the landing leg. There should be like 2 buttons right here, one for each elevator.
Maybe on the top, not the front, because, landing leg, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry. This
That-
thing is fucking amazing.
That landing leg alone is just massive.
Right?
Is that the address?
What? This is the Polaris.
Ah. Oh yeah.
Were you not listening to the whole explanation?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I was infatuated with looking at the elevator.
Oh yeah.
So you got size 10 torpedoes in that, or size 9?
Size 10. They cost $250,000 each.
Yeah, that sounds about right, but I imagine it only takes a couple of them to drop a
They
an
will
Idris.
kill literally anything in the game right now, full shields or not, if they impact.
Well,
including
yeah, they're
me.
giant. So I assume
guess
you've got
we-
good at firing them.
I have not fired them yet.
I mean, you would be shooting literally money at people.
I recommend practicing with a Retaliator because the ammunition's cheaper, but it's one of those things where when you fire large torpedoes like this, about half the velocity and guidance comes from the main ship that's firing. So you're sort of using your ship as a carrier that's drop firing the missile, like if you were doing a long-range bombing run. And that's kind of the way you do it. So your ship, you aim your ship so the momentum from your ship helps do the leading already. And then when you fire the torpedo, it sort of bridges the gap between your lead and actually hitting the target, and it gives it additional momentum. So if you're firing your torpedoes while not at max speed, you're not doing it right.
Is there a vehicle
that
pad in the hangars now? Like, can I call a vehicle to drive into this thing?
Probably.
You can somehow, but they did add that feature.
Well,
I assume
we'll
you have to
see.
get out and go over to it.
I will. I want to show Azaria the ship, though. So here's the ship. These are going to be the escape pods. They actually look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing I am mad about, it's sealed off. They haven't finished the captain's cabin yet. I'm so mad. I am so mad. You can't go in there, and I'm mad about
Oh.
You know what? You know what's really funny?
it. What?
Well, because we're talking to you over Discord, we don't have the latency. But since we're watching your stream over your streaming tools, we have the latency.
Yeah, but it's
We will
okay.
hear.
I'm just good at waiting.
So you will say these are the escape pods, and you're nowhere near the escape pods because stream hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah. I think this is like the other chess set where you can actually play it. Yeah, you can actually. You can actually
For
move
some
stuff.
reason, this reminds me when we were having, when we were ducking around in my 890 jump, and
Yeah.
someone showed the fully crewed hammerhead and tried to get the shields down, and he didn't even manage to beat regeneration.
Oh,
You know the
it-
problem with chess in the 29th century
what?
is we will actually have solved it by then.
Nah.
Which means
nah,
that
nah.
everyone who takes like a week to learn will just know the automatic moveset to win chess.
You are aware that there are more. You are aware just how many ridiculous possibilities there are in chess.
Well,
right?
yes, but you have 900 years to do processing with better computers.
No, but there are so many different board states.
No, you don't need to find all possible board states. You only need to find paths that don't allow you to lose while getting you enough steps to finish checkmate. Chess is solvable mathematically. It's
Well,
just
yeah,
it would take so much processing power that it's ridiculous at the moment. If Google wanted to use their supercomputer for a couple of years to do it, they could probably solve chess. But why
I
would
don't
they go
think-
ahead and ruin chess for everyone just to be jerks about it?
Honestly,
Do you
I
do you
feel
know the
like-
way you fix that?
No, not years. I would say decades at the very minimum.
The way you fix people solving chess, you add house rules.
Or even more fun, you add extra pieces.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
that
no,
works.
I thought we were giving the king a shotgun. Someone did that and it turned out to be a great game.
So, this is the hangar. It can fit one entire Scorpius, or I think we figured out it's like 4 across and 5 deep, of the fucking TIE fighters. So 4 by 5, 20 of the fucking TIE fighters.
I think you could fit 2 or 3 Hurricanes in there.
You might fit, Hurricanes are really wide.
It's tall enough.
It's tall
Could you
enough.
fit
I
yeah.
think you, if you caddy corner them, I think you'd get them in.
Could you fit 2 ions?
I'm not
feel
even
you
sure
could.
one ion will fit, just because the wingspan's so fucking wide. Let me,
Also,
uh,
don't the wings angle up when you land, which is going to hinder you?
On the ion, no.
Oh, I must be thinking of
The
different
ion
ones.
has flat wings.
Yeah, they're fixed. So the thing is, the Ares is not meant to be a carrier fighter, at all. It is
No, the stealth bomber. That one has
the Eclipse. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not
can
sure you'd be
probably
able to
fit in
close the
with it, yeah.
top.
I'm still waiting
Oh,
until
your
the
cutlet-
day when the lifts work properly so we can put ground vehicles with guns in the Caterpillar and fire them like a broadside pirate ship.
So the Cutlass absolutely does fit in there, Azaria.
Oh, really? In here?
Oh, in the hangar bay, yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Corsair, never mind.
No, not the Corsair.
No. Similar name,
But
not
the
the same.
Cuddy 100% fits.
The Cutlass is actually kind of built like a carryable craft.
It is surprisingly compact for all it can do and all it has.
Yeah.
Is the Polaris
Your door
on
is
the
not
gold-
dooring.
Is the Polaris
there
on
it
the
goes.
gold standard?
Sorry, what was that?
Did they do the Polaris on the gold standard?
I mean,
Or is it
it
like
just released, so it better be.
Well,
Ah, yeah,
I-
sure.
yeah.
I mean, it
It
depends how
also
long
is
it's in
missing
the
a
pipe.
room, so
It is missing a room.
So I guess it's not really gold standard yet.
No.
it will be though.
Storage. I swear there was a little vehicle bay that I could use. Maintenance.
It's insane how high up the ship is. Like your cargo ramp is
Yeah.
just comically large.
It is. I guess I'll have to.
And luckily, it opens slow and proper because they like it when it opens slow.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
it's
if
adds
it
to
goes
the
too
drama.
fast, it can break things.
It was just I was making a Rick and Morty joke. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
But to be fair, you would expect a ramp of this size to be slow, like even also in real world scenarios.
yeah. It would break things like people if it went fast in the real world.
Well, mechanical stress as well.
It'd break
Yeah.
your insurance.
Void after opening the cargo bay doors.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, park it outside, and then I'm gonna drive some vehicles into it. Because I'm
Okay.
looking for a vehicle bay around here and I'm not seeing one.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it neither. I was under the impression there was one, so
I
wait,
was
look at it on the
too.
right.
What was that?
Yeah, I think it's to the right of the two. Is that little thing a vehicle bay?
Is it 2?
No,
Yeah.
isn't it
Oh.
the door that he came
Oh.
into?
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. All I saw was the blue and thought, oh, maybe that's the vehicle bay.
Yeah, no.
You'd think there'd be a vehicle spawner.
You would think, like, at least to spawn the fucking... I know what to do. I know what to do. Okay. This is how we're gonna do it. What should I put in first? Should I put in the Ursa rover? Yeah, we'll put in the rover.
Do you have a ballista?
No, I don't have a lot.
Oh, are you gonna store the ship and then spawn the other thing and park it off to the side?
Yeah, because we actually have a storage space literally for
Yep.
that.
Makes sense. And there is enough side space parking for you to park multiple things.
Yeah. So where is the RSI rover? RSI.
Isn't it alphabetic?
Yes, I have an armada of
Vehicle
ships
selected.
as
Your
Aria.
vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Why do you think I sold like half of my ships, like scrapped half of my ships to get a javelin?
I've got like 5 ships, and 4 of them are in-game purchases.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one spending the money reasonably, unlike me and my reckless spending.
One thing I have been doing whenever I go out is whenever I kill something, I've been ripping off its guns and any components and just shoving them in my warehouse to sell later.
Nice.
They actually make a good chunk of extra change if you do it. You can't spend too much time doing it. It's not a like use every part of the buffalo thing. It's grab the easy parts and get out because time is money.
Yep. I still think the Corsair is the best hero ship, but I am disappointed they lowered its gun capabilities.
Yeah, it's no. Well, the thing was, for its class, it had the most firepower, and that's. It was
nice.
unbalanced. It was unbalanced.
It is a nice ship, but I will never get over the Freelancer. The Freelancer just holds a special place in my heart.
The Freelancer is cool. I like its rounded hull.
It
I was on the
looks-
Freelancer before it got released,
Yeah.
just to sound old. Yeah, because remember they used to have the mock-up of the Freelancer
Look at that
in
thing
Area
bouncing.
18?
Look at you using the comically large hangar to bring up a comically small Ursa rover.
Right?
And you can never get a smaller hangar, I assume.
So the thing is, certain places only have access to certain size hangars, so I'll automatically be given a smaller one when I'm on a space station. They only go up to medium.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Yeah, if I ever want to pull a large ship out of space station, I have to go through the docking bullshit.
The goddamn power build of you lowering and lifting the elevator probably costs more than the Ursa rover.
Actually, since it's lowering and lifting, you're only going to be using like 10% of the power that it would take, because you get to collect it all back.
Yep, that 10% is still more than the Ursa rover. But look
Agreed.
how huge this hangar is. And
Well, you know,
it's
it could be
that-
worse.
I mean, probably the maintenance. The time you spent in here probably costs more money than the rover.
Yeah. That this hangar came with one of my ships, so I like to think it's like, it's a benefit that they provide with the ship for spending all that money.
Oh, McLean, did you read up on? Did you read the
Welcome
report
to
regarding the
ASOP
last
vehicle
board meeting,
retrieval system.
like company meeting? Did
Totally.
You didn't read it. You're the CEO of this organization.
I didn't see it.
It's an official notification.
I'm reading it.
Vehicles
I'm
built
gonna
for
get a
the
drink
flight
while
of
this is
vehicles.
going down and up.
Ooh, that sounds good.
We did try at one point to, but before there were any ships that could carry a ballista, we tried to get the ballista out of the Armistice Zone on Lorville by driving it out. It took so long.
Yeah, because the Armistice Zone at Lorville is like 5 times the size of the city.
It took us like over 2 hours to finally get out of the Armistice Zone.
They may
to
have gone a
find-
little over. I mean, we know why it's that way. You know that, right?
What, the Armistice Zone?
Yeah, it's because of the A2. They have to have the Armistice Stone be a longer distance than the max drop distance of an A2.
So they can't drop bombs into the city?
Correct. Which is such a pain for everyone else.
Ah, it's fine.
Greetings,
I'm
Who
back.
has called
fellow
back?
human, who does human things.
Human fellow.
No, honestly, I'm pretty sure ketamine is a gremlin.
Oh, fuck. Yes, that feels good.
What did you just shoot yourself up with?
Nothing. I got a haircut.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
What's it look like?
significantly less interesting.
I don't look like a
Send-
hobo anymore.
send us a picture of your bald spot.
Bitch, I have.
That's how we know he has a bald spot. He tripped over his words.
No, I
No.
believe Ketty. He's not that old.
I have thick hair, bro. Like, so fucking thick, I can't stand it.
And that's why you got a haircut.
My hair is really fine. Like, it's always been super fine. Like, takes 5 minutes to dry in the air, and then the wind, like, picks it up like nothing.
Are you
Yeah,
making
no,
hair-
if I completely soak my hair, like getting out of the shower, it takes easily 45 minutes to an hour for it to dry.
Jesus. Yeah, I've never experienced that in my life.
I have thick hair, and my dad has like. Now I want you to picture this. You'll know my dad is
Welcome
British.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
He's British?
At least I know. At least I know I've said that before. Is my dad is British.
Yep. Which is why you like tea.
He's 5'0" and has like not like the African curls, like those real thick, the real tight curls. in their
The
hair.
ginger curls.
Vehicles, your vehicle
He has,
been
like-
delivered to the following location.
No, not quite that big. It's like in between. Like
Oh, it's like Roman Caesar curls.
yes, almost like dime-sized curls.
Okay.
And it's just like, and they're tight though.
Yeah, like, have you
And-
seen the
and he's a-
statue of Octavian?
He just basically has a curly black afro.
My viewer and friend Azaria mentioned she feels your pain. That's why she keeps her hair short now, because it's just too much.
Oh, shit, my hair is not even long either. It's just thick as shit. But
Well,
because
you
my
know, if
dad
you're ever
has
up for a
curly hair-
transplant, I'll take some of it.
because my dad has curly hair, if I let it grow too long, it starts to curl, but it becomes like completely unmanageable curls.
Oh, dang.
They don't do anything I tell them to.
On a scale of 5 foot to 6 foot, how tall are you, Keta?
I'm 5'8".
Okay.
Oh, I'm taller than you. Huh.
I'm not tall.
No.
I'm the tallest person in my family.
Wait, that means that you could be a fighter pilot. You're underneath the height limit.
What is the height limit for fighter pilots?
Like 5'10".
Fuck, I can't be a fighter pilot.
There's other reasons you couldn't be a fighter pilot, Draxus.
I mean, yes.
Like, getting
Well,
a migraine at 30,000 feet with nuclear weapons on board is not good for
Right.
national security.
Yes, you are correct.
Ah, what's one bad apple?
It's not like we haven't suffered a broken arrow before.
Nah,
Too many times.
We've actually had quite a lot of broken arrows.
I know.
I said too many.
Which state did you accidentally almost nuke because like 2 of the 3 fail-safes failed?
We almost nuked. Let me see if I can remember in order. We have Georgia, and we almost nuked Canada,
Wasn't it North Carolina? But it was fine.
and I think
'cause
we
had
almost
South
nuked North Carolina twice.
Yeah, it's fine. Though.
One of them
have
we
two
did
of them. It's
twice.
fine.
And it's like one of them had all but one of the fail safes fail.
Y'all.
Like we almost just nuked a town in North Carolina into oblivion. Because it was a fusion bomb, wasn't it? A 1 megaton?
Y'all.
Like there would have been nothing left of that town.
No witnesses. Wow,
Like-
the Gladius is fucking tiny. Like, it's barely bigger than the Ursa.
Yeah, the downside of the Gladius is that it's got a terrible cross section if you don't want to get shot.
I mean,
It is.
Compared to
from the
all of the
bottom
other
and-
medium fighters.
from the bottom and top, but from the side it's fine.
I mean, no, sort of, except for the fact that where are all your weapons mounted on the Gladius?
On the wings, yeah, but
Yeah, and so that's the problem.
Well, not all of them. Your primary damage dealer is on your nose.
yeah, actually, the main
The
cannon
ASOC
is nose
vehicle
mounted.
retrieval system.
Yeah, so it's not that bad. Like, but there are significantly more capable medium fighters.
It's a
They're
light
thick.
fighter, though.
Oh, they reclassified as light fighter?
No,
Why?
it's always been a light fighter. Hornet's the medium fighter.
Oh, okay.
The Arrow is the other light fighter that it competes with. That, you know, everyone keeps saying is better. I like flying.
The arrow is
the-
better at not getting shot, but it doesn't do as much damage.
I like flying the
I like
Gladius over the Arrow just in terms of like I like how the Gladius feels when I fly it.
Yeah.
I like flying the Gladius just because the Gladius looks better.
It does look better. It looks tons better.
Following location.
I guess I'm the minority who is just
Also, y'all are
infatuated.
coming shopping with me.
What were you saying, Komodo?
I guess I'm the minority who is infatuated with the way the arrow looks.
Okay, you're piling Azaria is piling on too with the reasons I shouldn't be a fighter pilot. Uh-huh. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I'm thinking I really do want to get with a Buccaneer at some point, just because the Buccaneer has really good hangar bay packability because of its shape.
Well, Draxus, I'll go ahead and tell you the first thing that's going to get you disqualified.
Which part?
Canadian.
Asthma.
I'm a dual citizen. Oh yeah, asthma would do it right away.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Ah, don't worry. I got denied military service because of my eyesight.
Oh yeah, my eyesight's actually They see the thing is, I think the Canadian Navy just looked the other way over all my issues because they knew about them and they still let me in. But
I was about to say, the voter helped.
It turns out some other dude with perfect eyesight and no asthma with the exact same name as you is upset he didn't get into the military.
yeah,
I'm not sure if you use the same standard for like how bad a correction is, but I have -10 on my glasses.
Them's
I have-
Coke bottles.
I
Oh.
have an insane correction.
one thing to know about your hangar: do not stand on the hangar when it goes down. You will break it.
Oh,
Okay. It is bad.
I assume you can't go over the red thing.
Nope, he's
Yeah,
going
don't go
through
over the red thing. You'll break it, and your hangar will no longer function.
That's annoying.
It is.
No, the draft was funny.
I wonder how hard it would be for me to get the DoD to like convince the DoD that I should be building mechs for them.
I mean, if
Oh,
you can
yeah,
come
that-
up with a
are we-
mech design that is actually viable in combat, they will probably fall over themselves trying to get you.
I'm having flashbacks to 3 years ago when you made the exact same pitch, McLean.
Every so often it makes me think about it, you know.
I
'Cause-
think in order for mechs to be viable, they have to occupy a spot between infantry and tanks. They have to do something between. They need to be bigger than infantry, smaller than tanks, able to still enter buildings, but able to take an RPG. Or at least small arms fire, like anything up to 50 caliber, they need to be able to take. We need to be able to drop the ramps from out here. Come on, guys.
Why don't you pull out the key fob?
Yeah, that would be nice. Give me a key
I
fob.
do. I love that the panel is up there, mocking you.
Yeah. There needs
No,
to
my-
be buttons
my-
on these things.
My draft is a hilarious story. I spent a year doing training, like before I even got drafted, so I
Mhm.
could get into radio reconnaissance
Mm-hmm.
once the draft hits. So I did that stuff, which was kind of funny because while everyone else on my age was like, "Oh my god, like electricity is so hard. I need to know what a resistor is," and I'm like, "Christ, I wish I was you. I need to figure out how to build a radio from scratch."
People should just know how a resistor works.
Well, yeah, no, like it
Like,
was
did they not make it through high school?
trade school.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure we learned electrical theory in high school.
Yeah, I literally had.
Okay, but I did an apprenticeship, and they went through like that stuff on the. Yeah, as part of that
Oh,
we had like
so you-
electrical engineering.
Oh, I have a question. Resistors, do they use the same color codes in metric countries that they use in the US?
I don't know. I have no idea
Yeah,
how they look like. in the US.
they're all metric because a scientist developed that kind of things, all that stuff.
I mean,
So,
what do you mean metric? It's just colors on colored stripes.
It's
ISO standard.
Yeah.
Also, technically, the imperial system is based on the metric system because the inch
No.
is defined by meter.
No. One country defines the inch by meter. That is not how that works. Because they're both defined by light seconds, which is neither metric nor standard.
Light seconds is actually metric.
No, because seconds aren't metric. Metric time that was attempted and failed.
Was it? Oh.
Yes, they
Yeah,
tried to make a base 10 time system and no one took it. So,
Okay.
They
yeah.
tried.
So
I mean,
meters are in fact
cool.
defined using imperial seconds.
You know, it would
Okay.
have been cool, like a base 10 time system. It would have been cool.
I agree. It would have been interesting. The problem was the month names weren't pronounceable and didn't translate well, and
Oh, yeah.
no one really wanted to use it.
That's fair.
Also the fact that nature showed us the middle finger and was like, good luck trying to get days, and like,
But yeah, the main problem was all the names for the
Yeah.
months, because they wanted them to be new, like the French Revolution that inspired them, were all just basically Latin and French mashed together for the number of the month and the word for month, and they were not remotely pronounceable or convenient,
Ow.
it's a skill issue.
if I remember correctly.
I can't pronounce this month. Skill issue.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah, but that's the problem, is you need to have a low skill ceiling for, months.
Persian worthy.
All right, time to load this thing up.
Actually,
yeah,
now that I think
no,
about it,
I-
a whole lot of our measurements are based off of time as their actual.
Yes.
Yep.
Huh.
Which is funny because time is relative.
And you want to know something else funny, Draxus?
What?
The imperial foot, the Roman imperial foot, is almost exactly 1 nanolight second.
Okay, that's actually kind of useful.
Like, almost exactly. Like, it is within 1.5%. And because back then, measurements sort of wiggled over time because of the fact that they were based off an actual physical object, it's possible that at one point in history, a nanolight second was exactly a Roman imperial foot. Or rather, someone had a Royal Imperial measuring tool that was just so happened to be 1 nanolight second.
Depending on the weather.
Yeah. Which I find sort of funny. Because that's just one of those weird coincidences where you're like, huh, that's weird.
Did you just fire inside the hangar? No.
No, it was a light. I like the Ursa. The Ursa's good.
Something just exploded.
Hold up, what gun's on your back?
The laser rifle.
Oh, it looked like a P8 for a second. Never mind.
Oh yeah, something is exploding.
Why? Why is it exploding?
I don't know. there's
Why
just
did
electrical
the seat
purpose.
explode?
Ah,
Okay, I guess we're not going mining. That's fine.
Huh.
Star Citizen never change.
I, was
the
just,
seat
I
just
wasn't
blew
doing
up.
anything to it. I just walked over it and it exploded.
Hold up, is that your tool belt lodged in that thing?
I don't think so. Maybe.
That's an interesting way for something to break.
Hilarious. But no, because of my shitty eyesight, I was denied doing my service.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting some
It's
weird
their
like,
loss.
digital like square boxes in my graphics, and I'm not sure what it is.
Oh,
It,
I don't
I'm not
know.
sure what that means, but we can't see him.
You can't see them? Okay.
Oh no, now I can see him.
You better park the Gladys in the same orientation. You better.
What
That's
do you mean, same
Polaris.
orientation?
That they both look at front.
They're not though.
I know. I now realize with horror what he did.
Well, you don't like that I'm parking.
But don't think
rear
about it. You're
facing?
being chased by someone. Don't you want to come out facing them?
Nope. You want to attack someone, and then you find the right direction.
That's not what the Polaris' bay is for.
If you're getting chased, you already are weak. You need to be the one doing the chasing.
How do I want to put this in here? I'm trying to see if like I could possibly fit another vehicle in, and I think I could, but I think it would be dangerous.
Being chased radiates beta energy, beta male energy.
Oh, Jax, I figured
The
out how to
air shield.
increase soldier effectiveness for less trained soldiers.
The air shield is really cool.
It
How
is.
it glides across the ship's surface.
It is.
And it's absolutely mortifying. Would you like to hear my plan that would definitely get banned by the Geneva Convention? you have all your standard infantry use tracer rounds so that the officer behind them can see when they're missing.
I mean, aren't tracer rounds less deadly?
No, not to a human. It's a
like-
little tiny ring on the back of the bullet. That's all it is.
Okay. Are they more expensive?
Like,
Yes.
barely. They are more expensive, but not by much.
Well, yeah, but if you're shooting hundreds of thousands of rounds, that will add up. So,
Yeah, but the thing is, you're not going to be missing as much because the officer's watching you.
Are we doing the Warhammer 40k thing with Commissar on the back to just
Yes.
execute you?
Like I said, it would increase soldier effectiveness for untrained soldiers, but it would be very bad and definitely a war crime. And you also probably wouldn't get soldiers to sign up for that military.
Did you power off the Gladius and the Ursa Rover?
I powered off the Gladius.
Just from my experience. Though to be fair, that is a while past since I last put
That-
ships into other ships, or like rovers into ships.
Yeah, I found the rovers okay to leave on.
How many layers deep do you think you could put ships inside of ships?
I don't think. I mean, okay, wait. You. we can
Like,
take
because
the
if you
break-
took a ship like a Cutlass, okay, and you crammed that in here, you could fit something else inside the Cutlass.
Yes.
Yep.
And is there anything big enough that you could fit? Oh, landing back.
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you can put an Ursa Rover into the Cutlass and see if you could put one of the Nox bikes into the Ursa Rover.
Yeah, that was the idea. Is like, could you get 4 layers deep and would the server give up? Oh,
Pretty
you're
sure
on
your sanity would give out trying to get that to work without something breaking.
This is quite the big ship.
It is.
Are you compensating for something?
Compensating for the lack of large ship
Yeah.
by
Ha-
obtaining ship.
I like big chunky ships. I like flying them.
Be like a big.
How many torpedoes do you have?
Good question.
What did you say, McLean?
How many torpedoes does the Polaris have?
28.
28.
That's
Are we talking
That's
about the
insane.
size? Are we talking about the size 9 Death Sticks?
size 10.
No, size 10.
20 over 20. What? No.
This
I
is
can't
definitely just a U-boat in space. You're designed to go around blowing things up and running away for like weeks.
Yeah, it's actually pretty stealthy too.
This is legitimately a Wolfpack ship. Okay, cool beans.
It's a Wolfpack ship that instead of just a single like 50 cal on it, actually has enough ordnance to fight and maybe win a conventional battle.
fight long enough to, run away.
That reminds me of like one of the funny records that the both British and American Navy had from back in the 1800s, around the War of 1812. Is the British recorded seeing an unusual creature in the sea along the east coast, and then they watched it go by, and then, like, no joke, the Americans have a record from a couple days later of seeing an unusual sea serpent in the water and chasing after it while shooting cannons. And it's like, yes, the difference in mentality. The
Yeah.
difference in- It's just so great. Like, of all the, that's the most American thing that you could do. We're like, look, it's a sea critter, shoot it and chase it.
Let's see where it goes.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this thing to decoupled so we keep flying through space. Then I'm going to go down to the torpedo bay and actually check.
No.
Oh,
But I'm gonna call it for today.
Okay.
Time
Catch
zones
you later.
are a bitch. Yeah.
yeah.
I want sleep.
Alright.
I wish you all the greatest. See you.
Oh, did you hear?
What?
Trump invited the Canadian government to become a U.S. state if they want.
Oh my
or several. It's just an invitation. You never know.
He also is going to put in legislature to basically. He's basically really tightening down the borders between both Canada
My
and
door's
Mexico.
ringing. Someone's knocking on my door. Sorry.
Okay. Oh. Come on. Or... Come on. Let me in. Oh, these are the... This is the airlock. Okay. That's fine. Trying to figure out how to get down to the torpedo bay. It's the barracks. This is turret control. There's a chin turret I haven't actually been to yet. Oh, this is the small arms locker. Push to open. How do I get... There we go. Now I have... now I have the mini-map. Where the heck? Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
You guys are gonna help me choose here.
I'm the only one here, so...
Well, you and your chat are gonna help me choose.
What do we choose?
Sorry about leaving there for a second. I didn't mean to cut you off, but someone was knocking on the door.
I'm sick of leaving, like flour and shit in bags in my pantry.
Mm-hmm.
So
Make pancakes.
I'm either going to get some big clear square containers to just pour the flour in and store it, or big half-gallon mason jars.
What was the first one?
Like,
Are they twist top or wire lock mason jars?
twist top.
I'd go with the square containers. They're going to seal better.
Oh my god. You actually have to arm the individual torpedoes
Well-
before you fire them. Oh, this is amazing.
I can
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I can get 6 half-gallon mason jars for $20.
6 half-gallon mason jars? That seems okay.
But the other one is like I don't know how to describe this. It's called a pop container.
Pop container?
It's like a push button air seal container. Or to just get mason jars. Big ass mason jars.
I would do mason jars myself. Okay, here's the guns. Let's...
Ooh, no, those are gonna be hard. Those are narrow necks. Damn it.
Cannot fire for some reason. Are we out of the armistice zone? I feel like we have to be. I don't see the armistice zone. Stuff.
Let's see if I have anything else in it.
Oh, here are those, like, power conduit things. That we're apparently going to be able to run to and do stuff with the ship. Power management. Oh, I can't shoot because we're in travel boat. That makes sense. $28. Oh, he can fire a full salvo of 4. That's so awful. Ugh. Oh, these are the torpedoes. You can actually access them from the cargo bay. This isn't dangerous at all. I feel like there needs to be elevator access down here. Finally.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Shut down the motor vehicle control. Easy power.
I'm gonna put on some music. Let's do a mercenary mission.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I missed what you were talking about earlier. I mentioned that Trump invited Canada to join and for Trudeau to be governor of the state of Canada. And I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, he's just starting his let's piss off everyone in the world process early.
To be fair, though, if Canada and the U.S. ever did join forces, we'd be pretty cool.
Oh, it would be pretty cool, but I think the U.S. Canada would not like to lose.
We're already so similar.
Canada would really not like to lose its health benefits, and I don't think there's no way Trump would go for a single-player health plan. So.
Hey, to be fair, that's compromise is part of the art of politics.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's impossible. Just unlikely.
not impossible. And if that is what it took to get Americans to get a single-player health plan, it might be worth it. but
Are you saying single player or single payer?
single payer. I may have misspoke.
Okay. I was just like, what is a single player health plan? What if I want to be multiplayer? Is there a top-down health plan? Third-person health plan? Over-the-shoulder health plan. I don't know why I thought that one was... That's so dumb.
It's dumb, but it's funny.
Yeah. I do like the inside of the Polaris. Very nice.
It is very nice. Ghost Hollow on Microtech.
Oh, and these are your torpedoes?
Oh,
Torpedoes?
is it just showing that? Or is it me crawling all over them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're oh, it's having fun.
Oh, I'm a ways back. Let me speed up here.
You're like several minutes behind.
Well, I'm caught up now. China would be so annoyed if us and Canada became one country.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Russia would also be upset because then they wouldn't have the most landmass of any country. We would be slightly ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how far off we are. No, not that far off. We're just one Canada away.
I mean, Canada is bigger than all of the U.S.
No, that's a map distortion. Canada is not bigger than the U.S. It's good size, though. It's like almost as big. I'm gonna double check that before I make myself into a fool.
Pretty sure it's not.
Here we are. So just under 10 million square kilometers.
And how big?
Oh, it's really close. Hold up, I gotta go pull up Canada's again. Because I've forgotten exactly what the number was. 9984. Y'all barely ahead. It's so close.
Uh-huh.
It's like 40,000 square kilometers.
Uh-huh.
But you do win. You are slightly
Well,
bigger. But
that's
it's
what I
really
thought.
close.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a half of 1% difference. Oh, it's probably because we lost the Philippines. Just blaming us being smaller than Canada on the Philippines like it was at all their fault. It was not their fault. The Philippines have had such bad luck throughout history. Everyone shows up and they're like, "Oh, colonizable territory." Every single power that shows up. It's like, maybe stop picking on the Philippines. They didn't do nothing wrong.
All right, I have regular missiles on this thing.
Oh, cool. So you've armed your torpedoes?
I mean, I have to go down to the torpedo room to arm them and launch them.
What's the blast radius like? Do you think you could just knock out that whole base with one?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's see.
Just immediately has the worst idea. You'll probably have to fire from straight down.
Yeah.
Because
I'm trying to get over it.
you don't want to worry about drop. And I bet you the blast radius on a size 10 torpedo is pretty good.
Alright. It's back that way. That's where we're gonna go. We're going to see what happens. It's going to be an experiment. Okay. Azaria, I'm about to drop a torpedo on an unsuspecting pirate base. So we'll see what happens. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can find the ladder down. I feel like there needs to be a ladder down. I know there's a ladder down, actually. I've seen them. I have seen it!
Sorry, what did we see?
What? I'm looking for the ladder down to the base.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes I don't want to take an elevator. Like
There
with
aren't friendlies
elevators.
down there, are there?
There might be. I may get a crime stat out of this, but...
I don't think there are friendlies from the illegal occupants missions.
I don't think so either, but, you know, who knows? Okay.
I wonder if you have to get within spawn range of the thing for everyone to spawn first, though.
Maybe. But I'm like within 5 kilometers.
I think 2.3 or 2.8 is when they're all forced spawn.
Okay, we're going to bring it down to 1.
And then just lob one at it.
Yeah, let's see. Oh. It's trying to turn. I'm gonna need to point the ship directly at it. Let's see it go up. It looks like it's trying to get where I aimed it.
I can't even see your missile yet. I'll have to be patient and watch.
So that's 250,000 gone.
Oh, not even close? Oh, you didn't aim down at it.
Well, I thought it would go where I aimed the
Oh, it tried, but it doesn't have the turn radius.
it doesn't have a very good turn radius now.
Yeah.
So good. We'll point the nose down. That's good. We're gathering
Well,
data.
load another one first, so you don't have to, do it when you get back.
I think it was automatically loading, to be honest.
Oh, in that case, I see. It's just someone has to be there to hit the button.
Yeah.
Oh, that means your torpedo guidance is actually separate from the pilot up to a certain turn
It
radius.
is. Yeah.
That's kind of convenient, actually, because that means that you can fire it, and someone can keep aimed at it while you turn around to run away.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Not sure if this is faster than the ladder or not. I bet if I could keep all the doors open between there and the ladder, it would be faster. This might actually have that ability to do that. It might have a lock open function on some of these doors. No,
Yeah, did
no,
you
it
hear
does
that,
not.
that Gates withdrew and that the next nominee is literally so squeaky clean I couldn't even find anything about her? I researched for like 3 hours. I couldn't even find a single case that she'd done, but she's a lawyer with a bar, so clearly she's practicing, but it's difficult to find someone whose reputation is so devoid of existence that you can't even judge whether or not they're good, which is probably why she got picked. It's like no one can complain about someone if they can't find anything to complain about. Because they can't find anything at all.
Okay.
I still think it's weird that that's your pilot seat. I'd always expect it to be on the right. You know?
I mean, it's like a car.
Okay. But in like every spacecraft, the driver's seat's on the right. Or sorry, the pilot's seat.
What?
Oh, this is kind of inconvenient. You really do need 2 people, because you have to like aim down at it and then go all the way back around.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it down to 0 meters per second. Come on.
Are you able to, or is the gravity too much?
No, I'm just...
You know,
Do
you
I
could
have
always
the
get...
VTOL mode.
You could get closer to the ground and be more horizontal when you fire, maybe?
No, I'm gonna try it like this and just...
Okay. Just throwing
it
out
works
ideas.
if I hit the air brake X, but if I let it go, I start drifting. So we're gonna be drifting But we'll see what I can do.
Okay, I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.
You know what? I will get closer just so I get the spawn clear ghost hollow of all hostiles, so I get the number, and then we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Wait a minute, does this mean that the size 11 torpedoes are eventually going to cost $2.5 million apiece?
I don't know the scaling.
Well, the previous missile cost $25,000 apiece. Size 9s do.
Maybe.
So what if it's just a 10x scaling each time? That would make larger things than this legitimately impractical.
I don't want to get much closer because I'm worried about lawn darting.
Turrets.
I don't care
lawn
about turrets.
darting too.
I will laugh at their turrets.
Good point. Yeah, you're within 1 kilometer. They should spawn. I believe. It's not giving you the number though.
No, but it is giving me like a bar to fill up, so... Put down landing gear in case we go towards the ground.
I wouldn't get within 500 just to be safe.
Safe
'Cause
for what? They're pea shooters?
The blast radius.
Oh. Okay, maybe correct.
Because I'm not so sure I'm afraid of that. I think I'm more afraid of your own weapon.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll even have
Basically,
time to arm for this range. Fuck.
Torpedoes tend to arm really quick. Like, you can fire them almost point blank. That's what I normally do with Idris, is I just come in slightly off angle while leading them and drop the missiles at like 600. Or just drop the missiles at a point so that they leave the ship at 600.
Apparently...
Because then...
Go ahead.
Because then point defenses don't have time to lock on it.
Apparently this ship has point defenses. Like automated point defenses.
Oh yeah, automated point defenses though, like they do take a certain amount of time.
We are going backwards. Really fast, actually.
Why?
I don't know! Okay, let's... Is there... I need to figure out the VTOL mode switch. Yeah, okay, K is VTOL toggle.
Why are you...
I don't know!
That's so weird.
Why is the elevator taking so long? I didn't tell you to go back to the fucking bridge.
What if someone's on the bridge?
There's no one on the ship but me. Can't even check comms. See? No one but me. Actually, not even me. That means the comms might be broken. Let me in, you fuck! Let me in, 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 let me in. Come on, you piece of shit. This is... Oh my god. Open. Fucking hell. So we can't be angled down. So I'm gonna have to get... I'm gonna have to...
Level with the ground.
Yeah.
I am big.
I know. Trying to figure out how to bomb, and I'm having issues with the ship. Apparently, if you tilt the nose forward, you start flying backwards. Like, really fast. moved like 5 kilometers. We're gonna stop here. What happens when I hit K? I don't see any shift. Oh my god, it's the wind! The wind is blowing us off course. The thing is so big, it's like a sail. When we angled, we were catching the wind. We were literally a sail. It's kind of cool that that's a factor. I'm not gonna lie. It's annoying, but it's cool.
So confirm, Polaris is a 2-man ship?
I can make it work with 3. I can probably do a mission with 2, but I can make it work with 3. I'm sorry, I can make it work. Go ahead.
But I can blow you out of the water if I just had 9.
If I had 9, I'd be pretty much untouchable in the Polaris. Okay, let's
Till the
try
Vandy
this.
will show up.
What's y'all's favorite place to go grocery shopping at?
I go to Schnucks,
The fuck is Schnucks?
a grocery store.
That sounds like...
Why did it go down? We wanted
That
you to
sounds
go
like a
down
mom and
before. It's
pop.
not going down.
That sounds like a mom and pop grocery store.
It's a chain It's a chain store.
I don't
Oh.
It's just in the Midwest. What?
Francis, what about you?
Where did that missile go?
I normally shop Albertsons.
Okay. Albertsons is respectable.
Okay.
See, my only options around the area that I live, unless I want to drive 20 minutes away, is Walmart and Super One.
Super One?
Super One Foods. Now, if I drive 20 minutes away, I can get Kroger's, Target, and Albertsons. And I think if I drive 5 minutes further, I can get a Aldi.
Okay. These torpedoes are just going wherever the fuck they want. You know what? There's a Polaris over there. Should I?
Traxxas.
Yeah.
The sponsor on Brennan Hurt's Darwin Awards is Delete Me. Because people have a sense of humor.
They do. Okay, I'm probably gonna get crime stat for this, but
Oh, I forgot to get cheesecloth.
Is it working? Oh, it's going right at it.
I will be back on when I get back to my apartment.
I don't think it detonated properly. Oh well.
It might have just not rendered.
Might have just not rendered, but the ship appeared to still be there, which it shouldn't still be there if it had. Or it might have gotten shot down.
Oh! I don't know, that looked like a detonation.
Yeah. So we've just blown like a million AUEC. We'll have to see if it comes back when I respawn this thing. I'm pretty sure it will, like every other ship, but it would suck if they were gone until you bought them. The answer to so many things in Star Citizen: insurance fraud. Alright.
Oh, by the way, I also finally got metal mags for my FAL. It only took them 6 months.
What's Metal Max?
Metal mags.
Oh, Metal Mags.
Yep. So now I have 5 metal mags.
Open the door, asshole.
Because clearly they're so hard to get, I don't want to ever have to buy them again.
No, we'll go down there, and perhaps our ship will suffer the same fate that we gave that other Polaris. I think it's burning. Did I see burning wreckage in the distance? It feels like it's burning. No, okay, that's just... There might be something... No. It doesn't have any shields up. I think it's dead. Oh, my landing gear down. Guess he really did park at the only place we can park around here. Well, let's see. I can maybe park there. It's gonna be a tight fit. Nope. That's not gonna fit. Oh yeah, I hit that thing. Oh.
Oh, yeah, there ain't much left of that. I bet you're gonna find like just a whole bunch of dead bodies. Is that another Polaris?
Yeah.
Whose is that?
Probably a player that came down here and then logged out. And I need to turn off the engines.
Dude, you should steal his Polaris, believe yours here, and he'll just think he parked in the wrong place.
I'm pretty sure it's broke.
Oh, well, me probably because you blasted something next to it.
No, I blasted it. That's what I targeted.
Dang. How did it survive?
I don't know. Azari is asking if they can pop into VC. They're actually in our server.
Well, then of course. Oh, like as in like just joined it? Do I need to go like hit some buttons?
No, they've been here for like a year or two.
We have no restrictions on who can enter VC. Hop right in.
Yep. Come on in.
We aren't like that. We are very much an area where people can talk. Even if it upsets some people.
They just shy. Okay.
Was
Hello.
Hello. Let me increase your volume. There you go. How goes?
It goes. Living vicariously through you because I can't play this right now.
I know, your computer's older. Is it still the one on... Yeah, it is, I think.
Yeah.
Eh. 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 Oh god. Oh god. That's off the ground.
But hopefully come February I get a new rig and I can play Star Citizen again.
That'd be cool. Fuck. Okay.
Seems like you parking job.
Mead. But yes.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, no. At least I didn't bang the undercarriage.
It's true.
Oh, I can see the torpedoes I launched. They were going fucking all over the place, though. They are not.
They were.
Yeah. I want to be able to blind fire more torpedoes, just be like, pick up whatever's in front of you and go for it, so I can fire them from, like, beyond sensor range. Be like, we know a guy is coming into that station from this side, so we're gonna launch it and have it lock onto anything smaller than the station. Come on, let me up.
It's a good thing the TSA doesn't consider flip-flops to be a weapon.
Come on. Let me up, let me up, let me up. That is annoying that it goes up to the fucking bridge every time.
I hope they fix that for you.
Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, it's only an issue because I'm the only one flying a capital ship. Like, if I were flying something more reasonable, it wouldn't be an issue. It's only an issue because I have chosen to make it an issue. Like, this is 100% a self-imposed problem. That's a treat. That's a treat. That's a treat. No. Fuck. No.
The lag between what's going on in voice chat is hilarious.
Okay. Down. Does it look like that touches? It doesn't. It doesn't. It does not.
Beyond the wrecked ship, if you keep going, it looks like there's another space on the ridge.
Yeah. Okay, that side looks down. That side's not, but that side's down. But I don't have a whole bunch of landing gear in contact with the ground, which makes me nervous. Let's go over here. Okay, that's on the ground. That's not, but what? One's on the ground. We have all our landing gear down. I call that a win.
There you go.
You still there, McLean?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was awake. What?
Oh. Yeah, we're just trying to land.
Sorry, I was zoning.
You were what?
I was zoning.
Oh, okay. No worries. You may zone.
I get paranoid now. Landing out in the middle of nowhere. There's one night that I was doing cargo runs, and I landed in a way that I could not get back into the ship for the life of me.
Yup. That is specifically why I kept moving, because we've all had it happen to us. We'll land, we'll get off, we're like, oh, it's cool. Then we try to get back on and we can't get it on our ship, and we're just fucking trapped.
Oh yeah.
It's awful.
Oh, I just shut all the engines off whenever I get out.
Well, yeah, but
Every
even then,
time.
if you land and your ramp is off the ground, like, let me double check, make sure this is.
You know, good point.
I ended up doing a call out to the global chats, like, hey, is anyone around? I need a hand.
Yeah, it's not so bad if your ship's empty, but if you have cargo on board, it's so painful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You can get on and off.
Yeah.
But, like, I tried to get back onto my ship every which way.
That's one advantage of the hover bikes.
Yeah. Eventually some guy came and, I can't even remember what he brought now, but basically ended up going ass to ass with my ship, and I basically jumped from his to mine.
Nice.
I guess I lost that mercenary mission? Yeah,
Maybe
I failed
for
it.
Too long?
Yeah, I guess.
You can still loot it.
Yeah, I can still loot it.
I'm so glad that we're going to be able to actually make different scopes and stuff eventually.
We are?
Yeah, supposedly.
I like the new HUD for the,
Oh, the new HUD's... Ow!
yeah.
The new HUD's amazing.
They needed it. The old HUD was pretty bad.
The old HUD was pretty bad. Even the interim HUD was actually really bad. But this one, apparently, every ship has their own HUD now. Like, own specific HUD to that ship. On the ship's panels.
What about on your, what's it called? Your little doodad on your wrist?
The Moby? This is
Yeah,
what it looks
Moby.
like now.
Okay, yeah. And you were saying it's different for each ship, or is
No. The actual HUD, like, you see all these screens that are actually, like, physicalized in the ship, they're unique to each ship now, and they're all...
Okay, cool. Like, we saw it a tiny bit before, like, at least with coloration between some of the different ships.
But a lot of it wasn't really functional, and it was just kind of meh, but everything's been sort of redone a lot. God, this forest is thick.
Yeah. I'm not sure how you're going to get through there.
I'm managing.
It's forge freeze every 10 seconds.
I think you and I tried to do something like this once, Draxus, and then we were in a blizzard while doing this.
Yep, I think I remember this.
On a dragonfly?
Slowly freezing to death.
Or was it your,
Yeah, the dragonfly should come with seat warmers.
It really should. Or your, tumbrel?
See, that I don't remember any dragonfly, but I do remember freezing to death in a tumbrel in a blizzard.
Yes.
Oh, is that the open top one?
Yep. Oh, hi.
I remember there's a couple of times where it was like a IAE or something like that, and you and I basically shuttling people from the main place to the spaceport.
Right.
It's the
That
fucking
poor dude.
elevators.
The fucking what?
That poor dude. Oh my goodness, he's still alive. Oh, now he's dead. How did he survive the first couple?
I think it was just the explosion knocked him down instead of him taking a direct hit. Oh, I didn't want to sit. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up.
You gonna drag him in close door, then loot him?
Yes. As soon as I can get the rear to open. How do you open the back? Come on. Open. There we go. There's another Polaris. Or it's mine and someone stole it. Someone might have stolen it.
You shut it down though, so they shouldn't be able to.
You can't turn that stuff back on.
I
What
thought
do you
they
mean,
couldn't
asshole?
unless you're in the same party.
Hi.
Math succeeded.
He's a chunky boy. Bro's trying. Oh, it disappeared. Don't know why it's having issues lifting this guy.
Oh, is his leg stuck underneath your ramp?
Yeah, maybe he just is not lifting, and I don't know why, so I'm not going to bother with it.
Yeah, he was half underneath your ramp there.
Yeah. We'll find someone else to loot. Dead. Dead. Ah. No getting caught on shit. Ow, fuck. Why am I falling? Oh. No, no. Oh god, this is awful. What is this? Why, game? Stop it. Stop it. I want to stop. I want to get off the slot ride. Stop it. That was awful. Why won't it lift?
Yeah, something fucky's going on.
Yeah.
No wonder your thing won't lift them.
Yeah, something's really weird. Okay, let's try this again. I can back up. It's not really dragging him. Yeah, no, this is... Oh, hey! Okay, I figured out what I was trying to do. It did.
No.
Okay, will you let me take the armor? Inventory, okay. There we go. I just want to loot you. Let me loot you. You have this figured out, game. Okay. I dragged them off, but I'm not... They've completely changed the inventory system again. Don't go away. How do I get his fucking core armor off?
You know what would be cool?
What?
If on like a modern rifle, you put in all of the required sensors and some reaction control wheels on it, so that when you pull the trigger for about a tenth of a second, it spins all the gyros to completely stabilize the rifle before firing.
That would be kind of cool. Okay, here we go. I'm getting all this.
Basically, completely reducing the human shake.
You also would have to. You would struggle to turn the fucking thing.
That's why you only spin it up when you're firing. You know?
Yeah. Come on. Off. Oh, I still need to get those off. Still need to follow the order. Okay, now, can I pull him off? Oh god. I can't haul him off. Shit!
Is there no room?
No, I started getting shot at. Ooh, I would like your armor, sir. Means I'm gonna have to go around to get it.
Wait, can you not drive through?
No, my turret keeps scraping on the top.
Dang. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. Oh. Come on, let me.
Do you run them over to make sure they're dead, or is it just coincidence?
That's just coincidence.
Okay.
Everything's all weird. There we go. Ow. Oh, he had no fear. He ran right up on this thing.
I don't think they were expecting a vehicle.
No. Why can't I lift this fucker up?
Do you have a tractor beam?
I'm using the tractor beam. I don't understand why it's not lifting them. Did they change the tractor beam controls? Like, is there like a raise
I don't know. Maybe it's just a weight thing?
But humans don't weigh that much.
Ooh, bounce him off the rock.
I can't lift him to bounce him.
Can you set your like power setting on that thing? Mouse wheel or something?
I tried that. Mouse wheel just brings it closer and further away.
No, I mean like if you push him against the rock, you think you can slide him off the edge to get him over the lip?
I tried.
Huh.
Didn't work, and now I'm being shot at, and I don't know where from.
Huh. The tractor. Oh, yeah, right there. The tractor beam used to work.
It did. Then I feel like they changed it, and now I don't know how to work it anymore. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he's under now. Loot. Just gonna drag his ass. Oh, you're not letting me anymore? Okay. This is dumb. Okay, that's all we're gonna get then, because it's being dumb. See if we can make it back to our Polaris.
Back in a few.
Okay. This feels like when we took the ballista out of fucking Hurston. Fuck, we may be stuck. There we go. Seriously, game? Ah. I think I'm gonna call it there for today. Oh, no. Okay, it righted itself. This is definitely more what the Tubble was made for, not the Ursa. These trees are awful. We've gone 200 meters so far. We can do it. Oh, that's better. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Other side. Oh, it shifted. Fuck. How much you want to bet that other Polaris nudged us? I bet it did. Oh, okay. Guess we're leaving our loot behind, but sometimes that's how it goes. I'm gonna go dock this thing. Actually, I'm probably going to log out and set this thing's auto-destruct on. Because I have burned a lot of missiles. Lattice is all. Yeah, I can always put another one on board. Hope you all enjoyed this. Those of you on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Those of you on Twitch, I'd love it if you gave me a follow. Let's see if we can get out of here before it goes off. Or flee. Slowest elevator ever.
Flee with extra flee.
I need to stop. No. No. Exit ship. Come on, let me out. Let me out. Okay. Running away. Ooh, I did not get away in time. Hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.